Hello, y'all. How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going? That's what I usually say. Not that there's anything in particular I have to say at the start of a stream. Hello! It's, Friday. I'll check my brand new watch that I got last weekend. It's Friday, February 9th. This is efficient. It's fast, isn't it? Oh, that's like the best thing that it does. Just being able to look at it and see the time. Not a big surprise, it turns out, but it's alright. It's Saturday where you are? Well, not where I am. And that's, yes. I'm aware that it is Saturday somewhere. I hope that you are doing well and you're not too tired. I'm a night person, so fix your watch to my time. I don't know your time, and it doesn't really apply to me unless I were to travel to where you are. Folks, it's Friday. We're doing a stream, as we always do on Fridays. I got some stuff to say up top, just to say some things. First off, just want to say a little bit of follow-up on last night. We had some technical issues during that stream. I had a guest. We used the Stream Together feature on Twitch.com. You know, Twitch's Stream Together, Twitch.tv. Twitch's Stream Together feature, and I don't know why, but my computer seemed to have huge memory issues during that. Like, the tab that Stream Together was in had ran out of memory at a certain point, and then OBS did as well, and crashed 3 hours in. I'm hoping that was just one-off stuff, that it won't happen again. I will say that since then I have edited the VOD and gotten it uploaded to Twitch, or to YouTube, where the VODs live, and that'll be re-upload. That'll be public as soon as I do timestamps and a thumbnail, which I haven't had time to do. I've had a work day, you know. It's a miracle that I was able to do the edit, because it turns out it's not that hard to just cut up the top, or cut off the starting soon, and put two disconnected VODs together. Since OBS crashed, the local recording went up in smoke, it turns out. Maybe I shouldn't be local recording in MP3. Maybe I should be local recording in a format that doesn't implode when OBS crashes. I'll think about that. I'll think about for the future. I'll also say, shout out to Judo Yuno. Judo joined me for that. He was, we did Stardew Valley co-op, yesterday. And, it was very fun. Just hanging out with him, chatting, and, so forth. Very fun stream. I hope y'all will check out the VOD if you didn't see it live once the VOD is up. It was a lot of fun, and I learned just a couple things about wrestling and a few other things, and it was a lot of fun. Laughed a lot. Big pops. Big pop. I popped huge. You know, do you call it a pop huge if it's like a laugh, or is that only like other reactions like go ha ha ha? That's a pop huge. Huge pop. You know. Shout out to Judo, great dude. Similar size streamer as me, variety streamer, good dude. Focus on the positive here. Let's just say, like, hey, in a month time, maybe like 3 weeks, gonna be doing a big 2E stream where I try to do the whole game in one go. I'm gonna mention that again, as that is coming up. It's only like 3 weeks away, and that'll be like the next big stream that I do on this channel. 2E is famously a very long game. Looking at my files on my Xbox copy of 2E, I know that I can do it in around 10 hours, 9 to 10 hours, but I've never done it all in one session. I've always split it up and done it like a little bit at a time, and I think it'd be fun to just marathon it, and that's what I will be doing in about a month. Hopefully y'all will come by for that. I don't know. Should be fun. Alright, let's let's just start here. Let's get going. We got a bunch of people in queue. It's time for the viewer levels of theirs. Let me get the first level up of the night. Comes from Bingo. There we go. It should be appearing there. Yes, fantastic. Bingo Bo is up. Bingo Bo just said cool. So Bingo Bo is good. I'll say my policy, which I always do at the top of streams. But here's the policy. As far as, I've never presented it quite like this. I've never called it the policy. Here's how we do things. If you're here when your level comes up, I give it the full time of day, which outside the lightning round means 15 minutes plus 5 last tries, if that's not enough. If you're not here, if you're not here, let me finish my thought. If you're not here, I still play the level, do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, wherein I'll only have 2 tries, refreshing a checkpoint, to clear the level. So that's how we do things. Nice compromise between playing more levels, which is fun, and prioritizing the people who are present and ready to go. Hello, Erden Tam Erden. Simos asks, unsure what benefits does Discord give? Can you tell me why it's worth getting on Discord? Well, I'll say, in general, I like Discord a lot. Discord's like my favorite social network, I guess. It's very handy for keeping up with what people are saying. I like how it's just basically a bunch of chat rooms that are separated based on topic. And if you want to talk about anime or have a thought on anime, you can go and do that without being disrupted by people chatting about Zelda, let's say, or Sonic Adventure, or whatever else people are talking about in other channels. You know, it's very convenient for that. You can also be a part of different communities. It's good for, like, getting alerts for, like, various things. There's many like a randomizer Discord where if you want to know like what's going on with like a updates to a randomizer, the best place to keep track on that is their Discord, where they'll add everyone every time there's an update that's of note. For my Discord, you'll find stream alerts there that are opt-in. So if you want to know when the streams are happening, plans changing, that's the best place to find like when the next stream will be, what the next couple of streams will be. If I have to delay the stream, that's the best place to look for an explanation for why. Discord's good. I like Discord a lot. Let's find one. Here's what I was thinking. I remembered we never finished the last level of Game 2 Challenge Bag 3. So let's do that one. It doesn't look too hard. It has a 1% clear rate, but that's pretty good for the levels that are left in your profile, Bingo. Let's do that. 15 minutes. Oh well.
Oh no!
It's still tough. It's still tough. That said, if I recall, the first jump probably the hardest one, right? Yeah, definitely. This all else is very manageable. Ooh, ooh. Case in point, I feel like we might try this tonight. We have played this one before, once. And I think that was in the lightning round, so I maybe got like 5 attempts before. Oh god.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ, we got really far that time.
Oh no!
You know what? The auto scroll does not push us off the ledge. We don't have to take that jump in a hurry. We can relax
Oh
and
no!
take it good. Yeah, that's a difficult key you got there. This seems like a great time Yeah, we were really cooking. Yeah, I agree. This seems like a great time for the first card. Let's break it down. What are the differences between bullshit, dog shit, horse shit, etc.? I thought it'd be fun to start on a dumb card tonight. Discussed this a little bit yesterday in that Stardew Valley stream that I did. Bullshit, probably the most self-evident one. You know, it's BS. It's the classic, the most vanilla type of shit that there is. The one people know the best. It is bullshit. It's bad. It's unfair. Self-explanatory. Everyone understands that. Dog shit, I don't think means unfair. I think dog shit just means really, really bad. Low quality, that sort of thing. Horse shit is, I think, a really interesting one. Horse shit, I would say, has some novelty to it. There's some novelty to horse shit. Like, you say, oh, that's horse shit. You probably mean it's like bullshit, but it's something you've never seen before. And it's fucked up in a novel and surprising way. I have no idea what cat shit would imply. Bat shit. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think of bat shit. That means, you know what it means. It means, well, it means crazy. It means out of whack. Something like that. That one has a completely different meaning than any of the other, shits, if you think about it. Yes, yeah, or insane, yeah, there you go. That one has a much different meaning than every other type of shit out there. Is there another shit that's half like that? Pig shit? I'm not quite sure what pig shit implies, but it is very... I do think pig shit is very evocative. Pig shit. I feel like pig shit might just mean actual shit. And that's it. Like, it has the biggest, like, the biggest literal feel. Ape shit? Oh, there you go, another shit that's in the same category as bat shit. Huh. Monkey shit doesn't have the same connotation to it as ape shit. Ape shit is more like angry. Is more like furious, you know? That's again similar but different. I didn't think of ape shit. That's a good type of shit. I think you can say shit in the YouTube chat, by the way. If you can't say it, let me know. There you go, I see shit in the chat, okay. Love how shit has so many meanings. And it can be a good or bad thing at the same time. Yeah, like, hot shit is good shit. If something's hot shit, if someone is hot shit, they're like, talented, or otherwise they think they're talented. What are good shits? Are there any animal shits that are good? Animal shits that are good. Obviously, hot shit, the shit. Those are all good shits. King shit? King is not an animal. God shit? There's no such thing as God shit. Other than just insofar as there's any type of shit. You know, like, PC shit. That just means PC stuff. You could use it as a metaphor, simile. That's not it, is it?
Oh, no.
What's the word for, like, same meaning? There's a word, a thesaurus is a one of those, you know. Like, what a thesaurus has. Synonyms. Synonyms, that's what I was looking for. A synonym for stuff. I think that's cheating if you're just using it as a synonyms for stuff. You know, ape stuff doesn't work,
Oh no.
for instance. Good types of shit.
Oh no.
What are good types of shit? Trying to think of... Bird shit is bad.
Oh no.
Cat shit is bad.
Oh no.
Snake shit isn't a thing. Lizard shit, not a thing either. Bug shit? No, not a thing. I can't think of a good shit that is animal based. Prove me wrong. Fish shit? Nope. Nope.
Oh no.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Here's another card. Let's do another card here while we're, you know, doing attempts and occasionally making progress. Here's the next card. I think I'll convert a few clips, Twitch clips, into shorts. And maybe the other short-form video services. I've been thinking about that. I have a lot of clips on Twitch, but they are widescreen, you know, they are like just video clips. And Twitch does offer a thing where you can, recut it to be vertical and post it to other services. I've held out for a while, but I am just thinking about it, and I think the channel could really use another discovery engine, you know? And, we've got some very funny clips. Some very funny things have happened on this channel. I bet they'd do okay, like posted as YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever the fuck. And I want to give it a try with, like, say, 10 clips to start. Just some of my best ones that I've ever done. The ones that are most viewed and or that I like the most. And, I've made a list, and I'm planning on doing a whole thing sometime soon. I don't know. I made a TikTok account, like, an hour ago. I didn't have one, and I figured, like, okay, well, if I'm doing this, it doesn't make sense to not try and put it on TikTok and see if that, you know, gets traction. And, I was sort of worried because that service has been around for years. I have not registered my name, and fortunately it was available. I guess there's no other than Master DS's, considering that's like the most popular social media platform among younger people, probably mostly. If there was another one with the same name, you know. If there was another one with the same name, I would be worried. You can go find that. Like I said, I just set that up like an hour ago. There's nothing on there. You can pull it up if you like. What's up? What's up with... I'm not seeing anything in the... Apar, all your messages look weird, as though I'm lacking context. I'm not missing any YouTube messages, right? Everyone else thinks that this is a weird non sequitur from Apar, right? Just want to confirm. Knowing the services, knowing technology, it's possible that some messages got eaten by the machine. Why are my messages weird? Because they don't make sense in context. That's a problem with clips as well, and something that is hard to do with clips. You have to make them make sense, even outside context of stream. Which is a difficult thing to do, and I'll say it's one of the things I think about while making all the clips that I do. I realize that I've been making a lot of clips on the Twitch, just so, you know, if people do a random clip on Twitch, they can get, like, a good one. And thinking about it, I could probably also just turn those into short form into, like, something that'll actually
Oh no!
give me to find people. He said King S and King Jack is me. I didn't see anything of the short. Oh, did you say King Shit? That was about the previous conversation. Apar. We were talking about the various types of shit. And King Shit was, an example of good shit. We were talking about, like, bat shit, horse shit, ape shit, pig shit. All the flexible ways that people know how to use shit. And, trying to disambiguate and understand all the different, implications. There's probably, like, a really bad book that someone's written about all the ways that shit as a word has been used. It's probably not very good, and, you know,
Oh no!
it's kind of probably crap. Probably a crap book. Ha! Literally, yeah. I bet that would make a good article. A good blog that makes you think a little bit, huh? It's a shit book. That's what they would call it! The shit book!
Oh no!
This book is shit. This book is shit. That's the title. That's what it should be called. A discussion, a deep dive into the etymology, a deep dive into the various uses of shit.
Oh no!
That's not bad. That's not bad. Anyway, I don't know when I'll do those clips things. I'm kind of busy with a lot of stuff, but I reckon I could probably get out like a couple of those pretty quick like. Sometime soon. Tight jumping. That's right. Tight jumping. That's what this is. That's what this whole stream is. Tight jumping. Tight jump man.
Oh no!
Tight jumping with Tight Jump Man. You know, because Mario used to be called Jumpman long in the past. We have a minute left. Just ride this out, and then we'll do the last tries. I say, as if this is gonna be a failure. I think we can do this. Hey, here's a question. Is the key optional? You know what? We should investigate. Is the key optional? Because if the key is optional, I'm just dying for no reason. I think I should push and ignore the key for this life.
Oh no!
Ignore the key next life is what I meant to say. We need to see if you can go past the key and if that's fine.
Oh no!
Timer's up. 5 last tries. Very good. That level felt like it went really quickly. Getting the key is currently the battle, yes. Hey, Geo Aponte. Thank you for the level.
Oh no!
Still possible. It's still possible. It was a fast 15 minutes. Well, time flies when you're talking about shit. And short-form video. Unrelated topics. Call me chicken guy. A glitch will not let you change your channel name. I'll try to remember that, but I'll say my memory sometimes is not great. You should... I mean, I'm sure you've looked into it, but... Chicken guy. I'll try to remember.
Oh no!
You know, we got a lot of levels. There's a lot of people here. I have trouble remembering this sort of thing. Not a skill I'm good at. Chicken guy. Chicken guy, chicken guy. I understand, though, such errors can be frustrating. With the GDQ site, I have a similar type error that haunts me every time I do a donation. It randomly adds numbers after my name for some reason. I don't know why it does that, and I put in a note every time I do a donation on it for like a Game's Done Quick, where I say, please ignore the numbers. In parentheses, I say that after every donation, because, you know, if it gets read out on stream, I don't want the fucking numbers there. That's
Oh no!
not part of my name. Are you a Jedi or a Sith? Neither? I'm no Mike Mahardy. That's a reference no one will get. No one who hasn't listened to a lot of Firescape will understand that. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. Inside joke. Inside joke of a podcast that I like. Very popular podcast, but, you know, still a podcast that I like. You know the thing you hate? Back when your Switch had an internal glitch where you tried to access Course World, you kept getting communication errors, even though you had powerful internet. Damn, man, that sucks. It repaired itself. But, you know, technology is weird sometimes. I feel ya 100%. Thank you for the level bingo. Thank you for the code, etc. Could not do it in the time allotted. The attempts allotted. Such it you know, such it is as it is. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say there. Next up is Samos, who just asked me about the Jedi Sith thing, so is here to go. Are you using an original Switch? I'm using a OLED Switch. I upgraded to the OLED Switch a few years ago since my previous Switch was being noisy, and I thought that just replacing it was easier than, say, cleaning out the fans. Emote, 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 that's correct. Here's another card while I'm entering this code. Did you hear about Moana 2? There's a Moana 2. There's no Lin-Manuel Miranda. I googled. There's a lot of places that call him Lin-Manuel. We call him Lin-Man Miranda, right? Pretty sure that's what he's typically called, but I trusted the Google more than my memory of that. Anyway, I really liked Moana. I think a sequel could be good. And sure, whatever. The not having the guy what made the original music is perhaps a little worrisome, but that's fine. I think it'll be fine. He was just a co-writer, which was probably just because he didn't speak, like, Polynesian languages, you know, and couldn't sing in that or write in that. But I didn't really like Encanto in his music in that, so I'm thinking it could be fine, depending on who they get and if it's good. I'm not necessarily ruling out that the movie is good just based on the artist. That said, I am worried, perhaps a little more so, upon seeing the thing going around saying, Disney is talking to The Rock and whoever played Moana and asking them if they want to be in the sequel. And that's a thing that makes me go like, you didn't ask before you announced? Why? Also, they might not be then? Okay, well, that would be bad. I feel like if you do a sequel, you gotta get the same actors back. I don't know how this is a question. You feel like the story was complete in Moana? That is true. That is another thing. It is totally a complete story. What weren't, like... Last week, were we discussing, like, the rumors of a different...
Oh no!
The rumors of a different Disney movie? I think we were, right? What was that one? That was not the one that got announced, I suppose. So yeah, it could be whatever. I'll say there's plenty of Disney sequels I have not seen. I did not see, I I did not see Frozen 2, so I probably, you know, not necessarily gonna watch this one. I definitely won't in a theater. So I guess I just, you know, if it's good, I'll see it on Disney Plus, and if it's not, no skin off my back. That's like the PG version of that saying. You can also say, you know, no skin off my ass, right? Both are fun. Whatever. Oh, crap. Do I want that? Woo! Ho, 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 ho! That's some bullshit right there. No, that's horseshit. That's the other type of shit. That's good horseshit. I think you did a great job with your horseshit. Props to the horse. That's not what you when you say to a chef, like, you know, my compliments to the horse. That's what I was trying to. That's what I thought would be the funniest response to that. We need to kill the Bowser? Yes, probably. I think so. I think we got this. Anyway, sequels are fine. Some people were saying that part of the reason why they're doing a sequel is because they've had all the original Disney movies that they've done recently have been flops, but it's probably because that they were flops because they were bad. So they should make good movies and then maybe they'll succeed. People didn't like Wish, and word of mouth got out. People didn't like Strange Worlds, just got no promotion whatsoever. No one ever heard about it. That's why it failed. It wasn't because it was original. Plenty of original movies in the past that were successful. You just have to make them good. You have a somewhat recalled product? What's a somewhat recalled product? Thank you for the level. That was quite good. I'm gonna hit complete. Pull up the next one. Bingo, we started with you. How can you be up? Is this from the... I'm looking at this list. Bingo, did you submit on the YouTube side, Bingo? Yeah, that has been... Yeah, I gotta look. I think you're after Excellency. Like, you know, obviously, it's too soon for you. I'm gonna put you a few down, okay? You know, you can't get around the thing by submitting in another thing. You know, the wait for the next level. You understand. Speedrunner Mario is... Well, actually, hang on. I'm not sure about the order exactly. I think Excellency was for sure ahead of you, though. I think that is for sure. Should be. Okay. I'll put you right behind it. Excellency. Cool. Okay. Next up is Erdem Tan Erdem. Erdem, go ahead and confirm. I'm going to hit next so that a message comes up that alerts Erdem to speaking up. Erdem is on the YouTube side. Very good. You can often tell because spaces. Twitch doesn't allow spaces in names. Here's another card. Did you hear about Disney's $1.5 billion investment in Epic? Big money. Though when you remember that Activision deal was like 70 million. It's not quite that big, and probably, I don't know if it's like a controlling portion or just like 5%, 10%, but it does make you go, oh geez, Disney is getting involved. I thought, you know, without remembering how much Activision went for, my first impression was like, oh, this is a huge deal. But then I realized, like, yeah, it's probably like a fraction. So it's like a 70th of like the Activision deal, maybe like a 40th tops. That's napkin math, not exact math. Didn't do the math. But still, you know, they're gonna do stuff together. More Fortnite stuff. That's cool. Hello, Natalie Nee. Natalie Nee? Natty Nee? I think that's it. I think that's 2 eyes. Sometimes hard to read chat from the couch. You understand? I don't see Erdem at the moment, but this level doesn't look so hard. Do sudden death. Again, the way that it works is if you're here, we do 15 minutes plus 5 last tries. If you're not, we do 2 tries refreshing a checkpoint. That's very nearly but not quite sudden death. Alright. Alright. Nice and easy. And if Erdem wants to say anything, go ahead and do so, and I'll start a timer. Oh, crap! Whoa! Fuck! I thought I pulled it off. I thought I recovered there. Alas. We have 1 try. Erdem, you might want to just say something. That'd be the safest option. Make sure we finish this. Because we will, given time. And more than 1 try. We might on this try, but you know, it's a precarious thing. Is what's through here? It's the end. Perfect. Woo! That was a very nice level. Erdem, we were able to get through it. Thanks for submitting it. I enjoyed it. Hitting complete. Next up is Speedrunner Mario. Speedrunner Mario, go ahead and confirm. Speedrunner Mario is on the Twitch side. If I am not mistaken. 90% sure about that. Go ahead and say. And, you know, it'll not be sudden death. It'll be 15 minutes. You know how it goes. Been here before. Here's another card. Another piece of news. Hey, you know that game from ages ago, Skull and Bones, was at E3? Back when there was E3? Sort of like a Sea of Thieves. Also around the same time Sea of Thieves was coming out. Apparently it's coming out, and soon. I hear it's like next week, and there's a demo. That surprised me. I didn't expect that. I feel like that game's been like a... It's been so long since that game was announced. I'm surprised it wasn't already out and just no one cared about it. I'm probably not gonna play it. I'll say. Probably not gonna play it. I just thought it was funny. Oh, Jesus, this one. If we could get past... I remember this one. This might be one that's... You know, there's risk here, because it's very easy to die on, say, this first bit. But after this, the biggest danger is gonna be... after we get the hang of this, the biggest danger is gonna be timing out. Honestly. What am I... Ah, jeez. Doki Doki Literature Club is an Epic Game Store for free. You have played it for like 3 hours and nothing happens. You're reading a story. Yes, it's a visual novel. That's correct. That is the genre that it's in. I think we were talking about, like, visual novels I played during my stream yesterday. I don't think I mentioned Doki Doki Literature Club. I've read that one. Yeah, that's like one of 4 that I've done. 4 or 5. Counting Umineko as one and Higurashi as one, all the chapters they're in. It does get weird. You just give it time. It's like a slow build-up. I'll say I don't think Doki 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 Literature Club is like my favorite. And I would agree that it takes a little long to get where it's going. And while it's going where it's going, it's very vanilla, it's very plain. Until it gets the twist. You want the good Doki Doki Literature Club? Higurashi is what you want. There's also an anime of that. The visual novel's the original version, and it's the best way to experience that story. It is long, though. Like, really, really, really long. But it goes places, it has themes, it is hell of a thick. I talked a lot about Higurashi on yesterday's stream. You know, I was streaming with Judo, and turns out he watched the anime, but didn't know it was a visual novel. I'll tell him what I'll tell you, y'all, what I told him. I highly recommend the visual novel. It's the best way. There's so much more substance to it, to that version. It is incredible piece of work. Shite. How about another card? I got an Apple Watch Ultra 2 last weekend. That's right, it's on my wrist. I mentioned last Friday that I was gonna get like a code. Hello, Sabrina, you're gonna have to add !add before your code. Mentioned last Friday that I was looking at the watches, and I decided to go ahead and just get the most expensive one of the Apple line, you know? Fancy one. I like the look of it, and the indestructible nature of it. No space between ! and add. You can look in the pinned comment for how to format that. Ooh, okay, we're to a new place. We're to a new place. Well, been here before, but thank you for helping, Simos. Speedrunner Mario, I still don't see you, so I think that is it for this level. So yeah, you have the Apple Watch now. It's been interesting. I do think it is weird insofar as it is not something you really play around with so much. Mostly what it's good for is looking at the time and seeing notifications on it. Those are like the two killer apps that it has. Whereas like if you try to play around with any of the apps that are on it, they are like severely limited in weird ways. Even like the out of the box Apple ones. And a lot of places like Discord, Reddit, you know, they don't have official ones, but people have made unofficial ones which seem like they're okay, actually. Like, surprisingly okay. But it's a whole thing. I'm getting used to it. Thank you for the level, Speedrunner Mario. I'm gonna dismiss it and get up the next one by Excellency. Excellency, you are up. Go ahead and confirm. I set up the face in a way that I like. And that was kind of difficult, honestly, but now that I got it set up using like the modular Ultra, which is exclusive to the big watch that I have, I think it's nice. The time is really big. I got like enough of the date is close enough to what I like. I have sort of a button in the upper right that has like timer information, anything, which I think is cool. And having access to the weather just on the face, just being able to look and see like, oh, it's 67 degrees right now. There's an 8% chance of rain. It's a little bit cloudy. That's pretty cool. Pretty great for just when you're walking out the door in the morning or whatever. I'll also say, with the button that they have on the side, it took me a little bit to figure out what to do with it, but I figured out a way to map up a shortcut, or when I press it, a menu comes up, like a quick menu, which has, as you see there, like messages, phone, I put in Discord, music, Overcast, maps on there, so I can just pull up any of those things immediately. Hello, Blockhead Games. I'm talking about the Apple Watch that I got. Never had an Apple Watch before, so I guess I'm a little surprised that the category isn't, like, super advanced. Like, it does feel very, very limited. Like, I strapped a feature phone to my watch. Or, I strapped a feature phone to my arm. But it's cool. I'm getting used to it. And, hoping to find lots of fun things to do with it over time. Did I type that wrong? Oh, that's a... Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Definitely. 5Q1 1G. You want to do the super world? How about the super world? I like to do a super world. That sounds like a plan. It's been a fun experience. I really do like the hardware a lot. Like, hardware-wise, it's fantastic. But I still have a lot of questions of like, okay, take the scenario where I'm at a theme park, my phone's in the locker. What can I do with this in line without headphones or anything? Or at a water park that's like worth a damn. I could look at notifications. I don't know, or talk on the phone. I barely do that in the first place, so yeah, it's odd. It's cool though. How do I?
Oh no!
Let me set the 15-minute timer. There we go.
Oh no!
How exactly do you... Because I think maybe if we jump off this and like...
Oh no!
We're not in last tries. I was reaching for something that we don't need. Okay. I was gonna mash on the D-pad. Oh, duck. I can duck and jump, and then and then that does the trick. Okay, perfect.
Oh no!
It's fine. It's fine. Relax, relax. I'll say, I've seen a lot of people out there in the world with these Apple Watches now. Like, half of my coworkers, it feels like, have them. So, I feel like the Apple Watch has become like a standard thing to have these days, and that's kind of a lot of the reason why I wanted to get one. Just because, like, oh, it's become very normal to have one now. In a way that's kind of cool. This is one of your early levels? Gotcha. So is your super world just like every one of your levels in a row, basically, or a set of them? My first super world that I put up before I actually made a proper super world was like that. Just a bunch of my levels in a, you know, new form factor or whatever. It's nice. I'll tell you, my first impressions were not, like, super good. And part of me was like, oh, did I make a mistake? But having had it for a week now, I think I do like it. I think I am getting used to it. And I am getting to terms with what it can and can't do. It is a very limited device, but not a bad one. I just would have expected it to be less limited 10 years into its existence as a category, you know? There's only a few in there. You have like 90 or something uploaded. Gotcha. So you put in like just like a cohesive set or something? I don't know. How do you decide what levels go in? I guess with me, when I was doing a super world that was just a placeholder, I was looking for levels that go together. Say, like, I need to hit the switch, I know. Say, like, 5 nighttime levels. It's like 3 or 2 worlds. What's that in relation to Blockhead Games?
Oh no!
Talking to Excellency. I think that the 90 levels is less than that many worlds, but there were like 10 levels in the Super World, I believe. So yeah, that would be about that many levels. It was all of them at first, and you just never updated the Super World. Got you, that makes sense.
Oh no!
I got another card here. Let me do another card. Been trying to figure out what watch bands are good. Yeah, been ordering various third-party watch bands. Started by looking at the ones that are in the thing, like on Apple's ones, but then realized like, oh wow, you want like 50, 100 bucks for some of them. And then looked around and realized like, oh, all the third-party ones are like 10 to 30 bucks. That's a better price, though, you know, probably still a good amount of money for just a watch band, right? But I've ordered a bunch of them. We'll be returning like most of them, what I've ordered. And, I have some thoughts so far.
Oh no!
The first couple I got were like 10 bucks, and, bit crap. Not very adjustable. I learned, I guess, that you can't just buy any you see on Amazon. They're gonna be a little bit crap if you do that, and, not good. But then I did a little bit more research. You know, I hit return on all those. The Milanese loop that was the $10 Milanese loop was actually pretty decent, though, I'll say. But I think I realized that a Milanese loop, which is sort of like a chainmail type band that's magnetically fastened. It's pretty cool, but it just really doesn't suit me. I was looking at it, it's like, no, that's just not right. Hey, Mysterious Star, how's it going? One of the, so even for like fancy occasions, it's just like not right. Say like funerals and weddings, that sort of thing. I ended up getting like a middle, like a, oh. Probably better not to hit the last switch. Really? This one? Oh, I guess it's possible we could do some weird cheese up here, yeah. Good thought. Hang on, one second. Let me grab something real fast. Where's here it is. I just grabbed some straps real fast, some watch bands, so I can show them. You know, that would be helpful if I had done that ahead of time, but I didn't. So the one I was talking about, the fancy one I have for like fancy occasions now, and I think is pretty good, is this one, which is like just a, I don't know what you call this, but it's like a metal band that's like Link style. I feel like this is a, you know, a strong and like cool and classy look for like a, you know, a dude, let's say, like such as myself. And this was like 20 bucks. It's actually cheaper than some of the other bands that I got, despite being the one that you might wear to a wedding or a funeral, as case may be. Those are the two fancy occasions that I might, you know, I don't go to that many fancy occasions, but those two are often mandatory. Or, you know, depending. This is the one that came with the Apple Watch. It's a fine thing. It sort of hooks into itself like this. You can't really see, but sort of hooks into these little these little, like, notches it has. The thing is, it's a little long for me, so it's not really very good. But, the one I think I'm ending up with, and I've been wearing all day since it arrived today, is this one. It's really nice. It's leather on top, but a softer fabric on bottom. And it's, has like a metal, like a traditional style watch thing, which turns out to just work. It turns out that a classical, metal buckle just fucking works, and you don't have to worry about it. I got like one with a magnetic clasp, and it turns out that was really hard to get a tight fit with, which, kind of defeats the purpose. You know, it's cool that it doesn't have any metal or, like, other things to stick on itself, but if it's hard to get tight, then I can't use it. There is one more that I have ordered that is supposed to arrive today and hasn't yet. I guess they have until whenever, you know, whenever USPS stops delivering things. But I have one more that's like a magnetic one, which I'm hoping is good. I am also thinking I should probably get like an elastic one with no like clasps or anything, just kind of for sleeping with. I think that would be a good one for wearing whilst I sleep. Something like that. Anyway, it's been fun learning what's up with bands. I'll probably return most of the ones I've gotten, and probably buy a few more, and give them a go. Really nice thing about Amazon and such is that you can just try something out and know if it's good or bad or not, and go from there. This one's good. I really like this one. I forget the name. You used to sleep with a watch that it scratched me while you were sleeping. So far, it's been fine on that count. So far, I've been fine with, like, the watch. I've only slept with it, like, a couple times. Let me find the names of those bands, just for reference. If anyone else wants to purchase these. The one that I have on, the one that I think I like the most, is, Barton Watch Bands. Top Grain something or other. Barton. Pretty good. The titanium band is the Kades. K-A-D-E-S. Pretty good. I think it was, like, recommended by Wirecutter or something. And I haven't found anything else I really super like yet, but we'll continue to look. We'll continue to look. Someone did tell me you're gonna want multiple bands, and I kinda didn't believe them. I kinda didn't believe them because when I, you know, had watches as a kid, back when watches were just a watch and you just bought it. Oh, let's try that weird cheese. Oops. Back when watches used to be a thing, you just had the band that came with it, and it was like a plastic thing, and it was fine. You know, you didn't mind it. So, it was weird for me to think, like, oh, you might want different bands, but turns out I am buying into that now, and I'm looking at the fancy ones and going like, oh yeah, for formal occasions, this is going to be really nice. And for when just you want a normal thing, this leather one is pretty classy, but also not too flashy. You know, it's just very nice and comfy at the same time. And if I can get one that's really good for sleeping, oh, that'd be even better. And I don't know what else I would want one for. Like, if you'd want one in particular for exercise, or for, like, swimming. I could see those also being things where I'd want a specific band. I am a little worried a little bit with some of these bands, like, how wet can this one get? Let's just... Oh, you're right, this is... We can do this, we got this. Makes me wonder, like, how waterproof they are, you know, and if I should be careful about the bath or the thing. Not that, honestly, I don't see myself I'll say, I took the thing into the bath like once, and then I realized, wait a minute, it does nothing when it's in the bath. All it can tell me is like how deep in the water I am, because the screen isn't active, and you can't really interact with it in any way. So I might as well just leave it outside the bath and put it in the charger.
Oh, no.
That just kind of makes more sense than having something on my wrist while I'm trying to relax. I guess it'd be good in the shower as like a remote to control the iPhone playing music. In theory. Again, you'd have to like, it has like a water lock mode where when it gets wet, it enters into water mode. And then when you get out of the water, you're supposed to turn that off and it like expels water. Which is kind of cool, but also kind of unnecessary. Hello, all air. How you doing? Timer's almost up, but this level we pretty much got it clocked. Should be able to do it. Maybe the next try. Certainly within the next 5. I got a few more cards. Yeah, let's focus. I got a few more cards related to the Apple Watch. But let's just finish this and then we'll talk about them after. Perfect. End timer. Hit complete. Thank you for the level. Let me get up the thing and then hit 1, hit next. Bingo, you are up now. For legit. It is your turn, Bingo. Go ahead and confirm. GG's. Hell yeah. And of course, I'll say, everyone feel free to resubmit codes as soon as your level is cleared or dismissed. That is when you should look to resubmit if you want to continue watching along and continue submitting, submit additional levels. Not that you have to submit additional levels to watch along, but it's up to you. And I encourage it. That is something I very much encourage. I'm gonna say 8 o'clock. Let's say 7:45. I'll say 7:45 for when the lightning round will be. Let's go with 8 o'clock tonight. Well, let's make it be a little later. Did I do your course, chicken? You are next. You are next up, Gio. You are after this one. Also, if you could have the code on hand, that will help. Because it looks like it didn't get in there properly. Something about the input got screwed up. I'm gonna do this one again. I think we should be able to do this time. Alright. Here's another card. Oh, Bingo Bo, go ahead and confirm, please. Let me give Bingo Bo a minute to confirm. And stop, end the timer. Give Bingo Bo like 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Bingo, please. You are up. Confirm. And such. How loud are y'all? I've always known I am a loud person, but I'll tell you, one thing that's been interesting about getting the watch, getting the watch here, is that it has a mode that monitors the noise level in like the world, right? It knows what Bingo Bo, please confirm. It knows how loud things are out there and can tell you how loud you're being. And it tells me right now, my watch. Did I say phone? I meant watch. My watch is telling me that I am loud. It says I am Right now, 92 decibels. Apparently, and this is what my watch tells me, if I hit the little I, repeated long-term exposure to sounds above 80 decibels can lead to permanent damage. Huh. Consider hearing protection or moving to a quiet area. My watch is telling me I'm loud. My watch says I'm loud. It wants me to wear hearing protection against my own voice. That doesn't make sense. You should be 75 decibels. Right now, speaking as I am, I'm in the 90s right now. The other day I was seeing more like 80. Maybe I'm talking louder because I'm talking into a mic. Does that make sense? Maybe if I hold the watch where the mic is. No, it still says I'm loud. 85, 90, 86, 83, 85, 81, 88. I am very loud, according to my phone. I know, I have a very loud voice. People in the office are telling me now that I'm back in an office 3 days a week that I have a loud voice. They say the whole floor can hear me when I talk. Okay. Well, everyone's talking and it's loud. Whatever. Thank you for putting that in there. I don't see Bingo Bo. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm at 88, 91. We got 2 tries. Bingo. All you have to do is say a word, and you got thing. I am a OHS risk. So says my phone. My phone says that listening to me is dangerous. My watch. My phone doesn't have an opinion. My phone is neutral on how loud I am.
Oh no!
My phone is neutral on how loud I am. My phone is neutral on how loud I am. Let's try to get 75, 75, 75, 75. It still says I'm loud. Is this loud? Does this sound loud? I don't think, is this loud? My watch says this is loud. It says this is 92 decibels. Is that right? I don't know. I guess y'all aren't here. Y'all don't know. Doesn't sound that loud to me. Maybe my hearing's all fucked up from listening to myself talk. It's well possible. I don't know. When I talk, I like to be heard. So, being loud suits me just fine. But, other people maybe don't like it. Could be the frequencies you carry that carry the noise spike. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, my dad says I'm loud. You know, my family say I'm loud. Everyone says I'm loud. It's not just my watch, to be fair. But it is weird to say, like, see my watch saying that I am loud enough to cause damage. That, seems like a little bit alarmist to me. I'm not a gunshot. I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Bingo. You feel free to resubmit as you do. You know the drill. Feel like we lucked out there. Geo is up next. Geo has been chatting. Very good, Geo. Let me go ahead and, the code is in chat. I can get that. The reason it didn't work is because you didn't put the dashes in. If you don't have the dashes, the bot doesn't know what to do. I've told the people on the Discord, Warp World Discord, that it works like this. They said it shouldn't. They said it should, like, it shouldn't be working like this, so if something's up there, maybe eventually they'll put in a fix for that. That would be very nice. Let me get the tries down and start the thing. I'm just gonna keep the noise indicator up, and occasionally I'll look at it and go, I don't know. I don't know. You did not know because you blocked Nightbot? Oh, it's not Nightbot. No, it's not no because you blocked Nightbots. No, it's not Nightbot. It's a custom bot. It's actually my second account. I have like another Google account, and I made it into a chat bot. So you should be seeing it. You should be seeing the bot say things. I do use Nightbot for a few things. That is true, but for viewer levels, they are mostly managed through another bot. Except for the list. The list comes through the Nightbot on the YouTube. Yes, that is me. Did you block my... No, why this account wasn't even used for anything other than... I guess I might have used it to watch YouTube before the accounts were like merged or unified or something. It'd be so weird. Okay, good. You are seeing it. It'd be so weird if you somehow, for some reason, blocked me, my alternate YouTube account, which I haven't used in 12 years, except as a bot. Very recently. Yeah, we probably have to check the crates, don't we? This doesn't seem promising. Let's see you play without help. Did I say Geo? I meant chicken. Right. I'm sorry. I need to remember that you want me to call you chicken. Apologies. My memory can be bad. Do another card real fast. Another Apple Watch related card. What are the best everyday watch apps? That's sort of the thing I'm struggling with the watch. Finding things that are like applications that you wouldn't mind using basically every day. Right? That are useful every day, that aren't fringe. I've found some looking around. The app that tells you the time, haha. Yeah. I've found some that are decent and useful for fringe things, like, oh, whenever I do like an airline travel, it's gonna be good to have like a flight tracker on my wrist, right? That's a pretty cool thing. If I want to, if I've got packages, that's probably one of the best ones I've found so far. The one that just lets me track when all my packages coming in are. Though it's a little bit cumbersome to use, honestly, unfortunately. What else? What else is there, as far as everyday stuff goes? Go to the whole browser thing. I found one that translates, like, any audio you want, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to just be able to, you know, get... To just get, like, to be able to hit a thing and just get a translation of what you're saying into, say, Japanese or something else, right? Like, that's pretty neat. Not something you can use every day, sadly. I'm struggling to find things that are just that useful. We need to go into one of these pipes. Struggling to see where there are coins where we missed them. Maybe under the pipe area.
Oh no!
There could be a hidden block. People, my chicken seed not to be included, people are saying is loud. Oh, your chicken has a safety risk and was recalled due to hearing damage. Man, that's a coincidence. That's a hell of a coincidence, chicken. Wow. That was the thing you were saying about the, the product that was semi-recalled. right? That makes sense then. That makes sense. Hint, this is my swamp, so get out of the swamp. Like Shrek, is what you're saying. Oh shit, this doesn't work like... You gotta jump. Did we not get these last time? Oh, maybe we didn't get these last time. That could be it. The closest I found to a daily app to use all the time would be I did found one Discord app for the watch that is well rated, called Chord. Like Chrono, like Chrono Trigger, and then Chord. It's well rated. I looked at it, it seems pretty decent. I could imagine using that while in line at Universal. I guess even that isn't really a everyday app so much as it is just a, yeah, if you're without phone and want to look at something, then I would use that, yeah. Weather app, I guess, is the best everyday app that you could possibly have on the watch. Like, that might be the only true everyday app on Apple Watch, is weather. Or, alternatively, I really like Carrots. I've been using it for years, and it is funny looking at all the recommendations for apps on the phone, on the watch, and seeing, like, tons of people recommending Carrot specifically for its integrations with the watch, which, you know, you saw the watch page earlier. Carrot's on there. Your toy is older than you? Oh man, don't tell me how old your toy is. That sounds like it's gonna be very depressing for me and anyone my age. Oh, we got them all. Perfect. Oh, you said it was from 2006. Oh man, that makes me feel old. That makes me feel old. In 2006, I, you know, was in high school. Which, you know, basically an adult, but not quite. Just short of. Jeez, you're gonna tell me that I was an adult when you were born, huh? That might be the case. That might be the case. I do frequently feel old. Here we go. Thank you for the level. Very good, chicken. I'm hitting complete. Samos is up next. You know what I can do right now? Let me just set a... I'll set a 14-minute timer on my watch. Is that gonna go off with a noise, or is it gonna go off with a... How does this go off? Will it just buzz? Hopefully it'll just buzz. That'll be roughly when the lightning round is supposed to start. So, that's cool. I'll say, one thing I like about the phone, I like the shut off the screen shortcut, which is doing this. Which is just covering the phone with the hand. That's a neat shortcut. That's a neat, input that you do. Feels really natural and intuitive. Just immediately picking up on it. What else do I have on the phone? Simo says, hello, perfect, it should be fantastic, you are here. You're good. Are there any other everyday apps that are worth noting? Not really. Not really. There's like drafts and reminders maybe, but those are just fine. I'll say, if anyone has any ideas, I would love to download something that would like further... I'm kind of convinced that I found everything, even though I know in my heart, like, that doesn't sound right. But I've looked at like 12 articles, and I think I've exhausted the ones that I think I've gotten everything that they've said was good, that I thought, ooh, I think that does sound good, and that I would want. I don't do exercise that much, so that whole category is just, pretty much out. I like a walk. I like to walk down a trail. Maybe there's like a trail walking app that I would like. I don't know. I have to try. I have to do like a nice walk next week, let's say, and see how that goes with the watch. How am I for loudness right now? Well, I have to talk before. Hello, Junkrat Main. Hello, Trebuckets. Calculator app? New watch. I was talking about the watch. Oh, yeah. There is a calculator on the watch, I guess. I will say, it is cool on the calculator app on the phone, on the watch. It has like a button where you can just automatically calculate a tip. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, it's a nice one. Let me show the picture of it again. I think we're at the end of Apple Watch talk as far as cards go. It looks like that. That's what my watch face looks like right now. It is the Ultra 2. It is pretty snazzy. Different band. I have a different band now. I have a couple different bands that I like. Like this Metal Link one, which will be for like fancy occasions, you know, like weddings, funerals, that sort of thing. And a slightly more expensive one. This one costs 20 bucks. Kaden, K-A-D-E-N. And this is the Barton wrist one. It's like 30 bucks, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty snug. I'm enjoying it. Do I like Zelda? Do I like Zelda? I do like Zelda. I've been playing Proud Junkrat Main. I've been playing Skyward Sword on Tuesdays recently. If you like Zelda, check out those streams. Or the VODs. The VODs need love too. Let's start the timer and get going. Oh, is this an auto? It's not. It's not an auto. You have to jump. You don't see many car levels. The car was sort of a, probably the one element of the game that was sort of roundly rejected by just about everyone as being, not very good to use, unfortunately. And not really being like, good for like, lending itself to good level design, unfortunately. In your channel, you have videos? Gotcha. Me too. What? I have to give up my car? I thought this was gonna be like a clear condition. Well, it's not a clear condition level. I just sort of thought I could keep my car all the way to the end. Okay. Well, you know what? It's probably a better level for having some non-car stuff. Most car levels, they feel like they're over really quickly. Part of that is that the car moves so fast. There's not really that many ways to make a long car level. Hello, Darkness Light. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. You recently beat Super Mario Bros. 3? Never beat that game until recently? Cool. I like that game a bunch. I'll say it's, between World and 3, I go back and forth in which one I like more. Though, I think I probably like Wonder more than either of them nowadays. I feel like there's a new best Mario game in town. I don't know. I'm undecided on which one it was before, but now I know it's Wonder. Of 2D Mario. 2D Mario specifically, of a non-Mario Maker variety. Do you like Mario Karts? I do like Mario Karts. I feel like they get better as they go on. Like, Mario Kart 8 is for sure the best Mario Kart. The first one I really felt was really good to play was DS. But I did play Super, I did play 64, I did play all of them. It's just, you know, I was just worse at controlling them. You doing fine, Darkness Lights? I'm doing good. New watch. I got a new stuff coming. Things are happening. Here's another card. How about another card? Oh, what use is sleep tracking? This thing is a thing that that I am asking myself now that I'm tracking my sleep. So far, I have done it like 3 times. It's been fine. It hasn't really disrupted my sleep at all, turns out. Having a watch on my wrist. And it has told me, like, oh, you have this much deep sleep, this much deep sleep, this much, I want to fight the squid. It tells me I have this much deep sleep, this much, Do you want the Legend of Zelda or the DS Desert Hills? Let's do Desert Hills. I haven't heard that much Mario Kart music levels. Let's do that, Junkrat Main. That sounds lovely. Snoring? Oh, does it tell you if you have like sleep apnea or whatever? That'd be really cool if it did. I've heard I snore very loud. My watch hasn't told me anything that makes me go like, so far. It just told me like, yeah, you got like 5 hours of sleep every night. A lot of it, a good amount of it was you know, deep. A good amount of it was REM, and some of it was core. I don't know exactly what to make of that, but go figure. If there's an app that can check snoring and see if you have sleep apnea, that would probably be very handy. Is there such a thing? I have wondered that, because I do know that people die from sleep apnea if it's not like treated or you don't do a thing. But I don't know if I have that or if I just snore loudly, you know? And well, I'll probably not find out ever. Very good, Junkrat Main. If it wasn't in there before, you're probably fine. Don't worry about it. Yep, it's updated. Warp World Bot can be a little finicky with the messages. Thank you for the level, Samos. I am ending the timer, hitting complete, and doing this stuff on my phone to pull up the next level. Blockhead Games. Blockhead Games just talked, said, wish the Ice Flower was in Wonder. That'd be good. That'd be a good one. I like that that power up a bunch. It's a good, powerful one. Lets you use enemies as weapons. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I don't necessarily mind that it's not there, but it would be a good one. It would be a good one. Here's a card. I got a fancy charger. It's pretty handy. I decided to get a new charger because I got the watch now. I saw one on Amazon, which is basically like a combined dealie. It's on the right there. You can see it has like a magnetic thing that your phone goes on. And then in the back, there's like a fold-out thing where you can put your watch on it. And it folds down really compact for travel and such, which seems really handy for travel. The ones that I have been using, the one on the left, they are good to put the phone on, kinda. Though, honestly, they can be a little finicky with my iPhone 14. I think this is the 14. They're a little finicky with the iPhone 14, though they were not so much with the iPhone, the previous one that I had. I think that was the 12. They're a little finicky with that, unfortunately, which is a shame. But this one is 100% good. It snaps in easily, and the only problem is it's like $100. So it was a little pricey, but I think for one that'll be good for my bedside, and also for like traveling with, I think that is fine. I am now thinking that I should probably replace the ones I have, like, over here. I always have one at my couch so that I can put my phone on it while I'm streaming, you know? And I would probably like one that magnetically attached, so it was just always charging. Then again, actually come to think of it, if I had to, like, magnetically pull off the phone every time I wanted to do, like, the stuff on my phone during a stream, that would actually be annoying, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I'll probably get one that is like another Anchor product, but doesn't have the magnets then. And I saw one such thing for $30, which looked okay. Maybe that'll be it. Maybe like a set of those, 2 of those for one for here, one for by the desk, and good. Worth considering. I am thinking about that. I'll probably pull the trigger on this weekend. These stands have been fine for the most part, but it's time for them to get replaced. They haven't really worked that well in a while, and sometimes I've woken up to find that they haven't been charging the phone at all. So it's time to switch out. Let's go. 15-minute timer. After you play your level, I need to tell you, you need to tell me what music I should make in Super Mario Maker 2. It has to be video game music. Ooh, that's fun, Junkrat main. I assume you've done like a bunch of Overwatch stuff before. That's probably cheating, because that's just word association. Because you're the Junkrat guy, and I remember you play professionally. I don't know if it's like a full-time thing or if it's or what the deal is with that, but you're like a esportsman. If it's for like one of the major teams. And I don't know if those major teams are like paying well enough to be full-time anymore. I feel like that's probably one of many things that got hit by all the hubbub going around about Blizzard. Oh crap, I wasn't allowed to touch the ground. I didn't realize that. Starting over. I totally missed that. After. You said after. Let me think about it. Give me like a minute. The timer on my watch is going off to remind me that it's time after this level for the lightning round. So look forward to that, y'all. After this lightning round, I will think about it. Yes, I can see why you're supposed to do like 2 bounces there. Now, hindsight is 2020. Levels look a bit clunky with the trees, but it does get more fun a bit after. I think it's fun. I'm having fun with this. You've only done 3 music levels? Wow. If I was saying like an Overwatch song, I'd say like the basic theme. Like the... You know, the like... Geez, I guess... What song does come to mind for Overwatch? Is it just like the play of the game theme? You know? Da, 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 you know, that one? That one doesn't make a good music level, though, does it? I don't know. That one probably too short to be a music level. How about something Donkey Kong Country? I'm gonna say it's something Donkey Kong Country 2. I'm going to say... Bramble Scramble is a bit trite, isn't it? It's a bit overdone. Let's do, the Enchanted Forest song. The Enchanted Forest song, and here's my second condition. Make it a wind level. I guess I'm not one to set conditions, but here, check this out. Check how I've themed. I'm gonna give you permission to do something like this. Thank you for Little Blockhead Games. Can you type it in chat? Oh, it's like, hang on. Enchanted Forest. DKC 2. Forest Interlude. It's called Forest Interlude. Forest Interlude. Forest Interlude. It's sort of a mellow song. It's sort of a spooky song. But a good song that people like a lot. And I like it as well. Either that or the rigging song, I think would be cool. You know what? Let's go with rib jib. Rig jig. Rig jib. Something like that. Or rig jig. Go with that one, actually. Yeah, I'm changing my mind. Did I already... Let me see. Hit complete. Yeah, I did hit complete, but I didn't actually do the thing. There we go. The mysterious star. You are up next. Reading, it's hard. I don't see mysterious star, so I'm going to do the command which alerts the people. A mysterious star is here. Fantastic. Good looking out. On the Twitch side, specifically. If ever you don't see someone I say is here, they're on the other side. Or you're watching the VOD and you don't see anyone. That's fine, too. You can sort of gather it by, I often read messages. And you can maybe figure it out that way. Oh, right, crap. I just remembered. Gotta start the lightning round. I totally forgot. I had a timer go off and everything. We'll do one more. We'll do a bonus one here. This one doesn't look too hard. I bet. Yay. Why you give me a kid's song? Is that not what it's called? What's it called? Jig rib. Let me see. Jib. Jig. Oh, it's jib jig. Jib jig. It's a jib jig. Not rig jig. It is a rigging level, but sort of a jig is another word for rigging. You see. I don't want to see it. I'm sure it's something unrelated. I believe you. Oh right, I can't. What am I doing? I don't know that how anyone could come to the conclusion this is not extremely difficult. Looks fine. This looks nice. I don't see a problem here. See you later, mysterious star. Bah! Oh yeah, this is, yeah. This is some sort of troll level. If you jump, the guys go off. Is that right? I need to jump onto that thing. We're figuring it out. This is fine. I did originally say maybe more like 8 for the lightning round. Let's see how that feels. Let's see how that feels. Those stomps are sideways, so they do nothing. Yep, so is true. That is correct. There's nothing over here that we can do. Not like invisible switches here. I mean, like, I don't think we can make it into the thing just by jamming it out. difficult little puzzle level you got here. If only there was a way to... Yeah. There's not like a bomb or something that can break apart the switch that we could see. We can't like go under and do this. Oh! Yes, there is, but... It's gonna be so hard to make. What? Oh yeah, it's a great song! Should I give you an easier song? Okay, cool. Okay, you're good. You're good. It's a really good song, Jib Jig. It has a really good piratey sense of adventure. It has a really good piratey, like, setting off an adventure, there's pirates afoot, whatever the fuck, feel to it. Ah! Those guys just turned on me. Hey, Ratchet Toad, what's going on? Yeah, how about a card? Get another card up in here. New stuff coming, other than the stuff I've been talking about the watching stuff. I got a Zenbook Duo 2024 coming next week, like next Thursday. Moving to a new apartment in early April, and I'd like to do a Japan trip like mid-fall. Bunch of stuff, all looking forward to. I'll say, I've been showing this for the last couple weeks, but cool laptop. It's like 2 screens. It's really, really exciting. And it is like, can work as a conventional laptop if you want to. You just keep the keyboard on top of the second screen, and it folds up with that keyboard in there. Pretty damn neat. But also, it can just unfold into a battleship type situation, which is, I think, real damn exciting. And I think it's gonna go great for bringing into the office, let's say, and setting up in like a shared communal area or something. Or like somewhere where there's couches rather than chairs. You know, that's, I think, gonna be very nice. It is also really well spec'd out. It is powerful. It has killer specs, beautiful screens. There's a lot to like about this thing, as well as them thinking about the quality of life features that it has. I'm really excited for it to arrive on Thursday, and definitely have some big plans for that laptop going forward. I mean, I'll say that it's not going to be like a primary stream machine or nothing. Its main function will be like going into the office and being used to do... This is a cool thing. And being used to do work on, I suppose. That said, I think it's going to be powerful enough to do a stream, and I definitely want to set it up so that I have that option. Damn it. I'm going to set it up so that I have that option to stream from it. I might do some streams from it. I was thinking it'd be fun to, like, take it outside and try to do, like, a stream outside on the laptop. Probably just, like, a game that's on the laptop itself, like a randomizer, let's say. You know, an emulated randomized version of a game that I own. Like Paper Mario or something. That would be fun to try to do outside if cellular signal is allowing. That's a dumb idea I have. But, again, mostly will be for, like, work stuff, I'll say. The apartment, that's in April. I'm excited about that. I'll have an attached garage, some more room for stuff. Like, I'll have a dining room area for the first time. Well, you know, in an apartment. First time I've ever had it in an apartment. I've had it in, you know, family homes and stuff. Like, my family have had dining rooms and kitchens with seating in it. I've just done a kitchen bar in my own private home for a bit now. And I'm looking forward to investing in tables and stuff. And maybe some other things for the new place. That'll be rad. I'll also be setting it up so I have, like, green screen. I'll set up the new place so that I can do, like, green screen stuff from there. Which should be cool. What was the point of that? Clearly, I saw. Oh, I see what to do there. I figured it out. These are some good. Jeez. That's a funny trap. That's a good trap. Nice work. Nice work. That got me. I mean, I would have been dead if you hadn't done a thing. But the way that I was dead was funny. That's really exciting. That'll be in April. Those two things are the main things coming up that I'm excited about. As well as, of course, the Banjo-Tooie stream, which will be in March. A little bit of a big type stream for that. The Banjo-Tooie stream, by the way, I talked about at the top. It's gonna be on the same dates as my Twitch affiliate anniversary. But it's more gonna be just a fun, big stream that's platform agnostic. I'm not necessarily doing it just because I was affiliate 2 years ago or whatever, but more just because I want to do this big stream in, like, the, you know, spring of the year. I think that'd be an appropriate thing to do. And that'll be me playing through all of Banjo-Tooie in one session. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I mean, I say, with a long enough session, anything is possible. But also, I'm pretty sure that I can do it within a like, 10-hour stream, let's say. That seems to be about par for me. After that, the next thing I'll be thinking about will be a trip to Japan sometime in, like, the late part of this year, which will be a ways away, you know, but it'll be nice to have some more quiet months where, not a lot is happening, and I'm just, all settled into my job and work and, all that. Here's what you gotta do. That's a clever puzzle. It'll be nice to have some more quiet months, you know, and some more relaxed business. Here's my bet. I was betting that if you stepped on that, you wouldn't die. That you actually had to step on that. But how would that work? Oh man, don't tell me. You have to, like, back up for a second and then come back in for it to not kill you. Oh, you can go up now. What? Okay. Cool. CPO? Huh? I'm back here. Huh. Okay, there's some sort of meta puzzle here. I think you need to, like, have the P-switch be activated to do a thing. Hello, Galacta Nightmare. How you doing? Anyway, Japan. I would like to go there in the fall. Big plans, big ideas. I would like to spend a couple weeks there. I'd like to spend more time than last time, honestly, and have a nice, relaxing time and be able to do things like go to theme parks and for a few days of it and not worry about, like, allocating the time. Probably gonna be a difficult thing to manage and to put together, but I am excited for that. Look forward to doing something like that late in the year. Japan is just a hell of a place, and I've not been there in... Oh, crap. Yeah. I've not been there in 5-6 years. Yeah, I went there like 5-6 years ago, and I'd like to go back. This time, one thing I'll do differently this time is I'll definitely get a VPN. The last time I didn't get a VPN and just dealt with not having access to media and, like, my streams and stuff. That's silly. I think when you're in Japan, you should get a VPN and watch your anime in Japan. Like, the fact that I couldn't watch any of my seasonal anime while I was in Japan, that was ridiculous. And, you know, there's time when you're trying to, like, get a, recover from a day of walking. There's plenty of time to, like, watch an episode or two of anime, let me say, for what it is worth. And I'm also thinking it'd be nice to try to, like, do a stream from my laptop for, like, maybe once a week while I'm doing that whole trip. And, you know, I could talk about, how things are going and such. You can't make that jump, can you? Timer is up. Let's get up the last tries. That's the first one. Because I'm making mistakes that I know I shouldn't be doing. It can't... You think maybe it's something like you have to go up here? Oh. Well, this seems nice. That's fine. Doesn't affect me none. Okay. I don't see any traps here. Let's go inside. Okay. This is a death pit. And you have to trigger the flag, which is one that we've already had. I'll say, typically, a checkpoint refreshes our tries. However, we've been through this checkpoint multiple times, and we've gotten no progress. And by the rules of last tries / the lightning round, that does not give us any extra tries. Because no progress was made, it doesn't count. It's just a, slightly different thing. There's something we're missing. I don't know. Wait, have I tried going to this pit? Yes! Oh, it's bad. It's a bad pit. Don't go into that pit. Three tries. Let's do it. Yeah. This is a well put together troll level. I think you've done a good job of making most things intuitive. I feel like there's several tricks that we're still not privy to and don't understand. Bah! And also, I'm making big mistakes just, you know, letting swamps hit me. There's something going on with that. That yellow pipe is the key, but see how you get over there. Okay, let's do this and not get hit. Oh, hey. I was just thinking. I think this is it. I think we must, this must be the key. This must be the secret. Okay. Might be step 1 of the secrets. Okay, this is promising. Wait. We got a red coin. There's like 10 red coins out there. Do we have to get all 10 red coins? Well, a checkpoint with progress refreshes our tries. So, we got one, folks. And immediately lost it. I don't think we're going to somehow keep this streak alive for that many red coins. Jesus, there's... these red coins must be the... We have to collect all the red coins, don't we? This level abuses your system? Yeah, kinda. I don't think we'll collect the next coin. The coins are optional. Oh, okay. Okay, then I'm gonna say that that's the last time the counter refreshes then. Okay. Thanks for telling me. That helps a lot in, that helps a lot in 2 ways. First off, I know that the secret is not collect every coin. The secret is not that. I believe it could be the thing that I have some idea on. This thing right here. Because this is a very well hidden thing. Right here. Where you do this, have this guy come down, this guy come across. That is a very well hidden little secret dingle. Thingamajig. Traption. So, let's wait over here for whatever the fall. Can we bait it out? Okay, we go into the pipe and that will refresh the thing and make the guys appear. Gotcha, okay, so it was a... yeah, thing. Again, this will not refresh, and as a result, the deaths do count. I mean, I guess I could say... Right, fuck. No, the deaths gotta count. The pink coins are optional, so they're not even progress. So it's just a death. It's just a funny death that has the appearance of progress. I feel like this has to not be the way. We've been here before. I want to say go back into the red pipe. Hey. Thank you, chicken. Thank you for getting another level in there. I appreciate it. Somehow I have not been over here yet. How do you even get over there? Hang on. Let me get... Rewind a bit. So... So over there, right, there's just a bullet bill and a blue switch. You think there's like a door behind the switch? And we come out of the door when the on-off is in the other position. And then we go into that yellow pipe? Yeah, I don't think that's... Ooh, boy. Well, we're on our last try, so... we'll see what happens. I always give it my best, give it my all. The yellow pipe in CP0 is the part of the hit. So am I looking for a yellow pipe? Okay, we've done all the stuff over on the other side. So I'm gonna guess it's somewhere in this direction. Death lies below that one way, so I don't want to just jump into that pit. This really looks like it should be something. Just don't see anything that it could be. This is where... Oh, geez, because I've been here before, the bullet bills are already down. They're already in place, so I can't see additional areas. Well, going through here, the on-off is in the other position. Huh. Wait, am I trapped? What? I'm trapped. Right? There's a on-off, there's a one-way... Yeah! Yeah, I'm just trapped. There's, no two ways about this, is there? And no way to get to that. Let me just try getting P-speed, maybe P-speed. Can you get P-speed? That's not enough. P-speed does not appear to be enough. Very cool. This is so easy and good. You're making a sub? Fantastic. Like a Subway sandwich? Or like a Twitch sub? I'm not clear what you mean. Could be a YouTube sub. YouTube sub is like a Twitch follow. I'm trapped, and that was the last try, and we're done. Thank you for the level. The mysterious star. Subworld. Oh, a subworld. Okay. I've never heard anyone call a subworld just a sub. That is one use of sub I've never seen before. That is shorthand I've never seen. Thank you for the level. I am hitting dismiss. Let me get rid of that on the Warp World end. I used to have it so that it was like I just do commands in chat, but Warp World is a little bit finicky, and it's best to do them on the website. It's a little bit more reliable to just manually click the level who's next. Next up is All Air 14. Go ahead and confirm All Air 14. Let me do the command that tells people they are up. And also say, hey, it is time now. Now it is time for the lightning round. During the lightning round, I will have 5 tries to beat each level that comes my way. 5 tries, refreshing at checkpoints, and 7 for subs. And these bonus heads, Twitch subs, the ones who pay money. And the bonus heads come in many flavors, many varieties, such as Bowser, there's Luigi, there's some Toads, some Yoshis, and even some that aren't from Mario. The first person of the night gets bonus heads for free, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get you yours. All air. Stop. They're randomized, you see. I can't see where they are in the slideshow when they're hidden like that, so it helps me make them randomized. Let's do it. Let's go. And by the way, if you've been waiting for your level for a bit, at this point of the stream, things are gonna move a little bit faster. Your level will come up sooner rather than later. It's a great time to submit more levels. Puzzle Propanga. We'll see how this one is. Big brain. Okay, well, maybe we could be the first clear. I'll also say the rule with checkpoints is like in the last level, we have to make progress if it's a repeating checkpoint situation. So like a red coin in a red coin required level would do the trick, for instance. First puzzle here. We have to get... Well, not only that... I think let's get Zelda. I guess the idea here is we have a bunch of puzzles to solve. Another that perhaps games the life system a bit, but we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be through here, isn't it? Well, hey, some of these seem really easy. This one, for instance? Well, hang on. How do I... It seems really easy. But... I don't know how to get it higher. That probably was the best possible way to do it. You said, this really does look like it wouldn't be that hard. But, these are some mind benders here. Some very precise shots required, that sort of thing. Then again, hey, it's a big playground, and we can if we can't do this one, we can go somewhere else and mess around with it for a bit. Oh, easy. We need to come back as Super Mario Brothers 2. We need to come back as Super Mario Brothers 2 for that one. Yeah, right, because Super Mario Bros. 2 has the high jump. We are so smart. I need to switch it on-off before I go there. What? There's no way out of this, is there? Jesus, that's a progress loser, too. Refreshes don't count for repeated progress in that case. So, like, if we got a coin and got a checkpoint, it would count, but if we got that same coin after dying in a soft lock, it would not count. But if we could die and start from a checkpoint, it would be fine. Like a checkpoint with the progress that we had made. I don't think we made any progress, for what it's worth. Yeah, this is, I think you got a real hard one on your hands. Get that? Oh, wow, that's a smart interaction. Let's try to get that red coin. I think we can now. Wait. This isn't... Eh? I thought... This is not where I wanted to... Oh! That's just like really high up in the same room. Huh. Right, we went through this pipe. That's where we went through. This pipe down here. I can do that. How about another card? Started re-listening to the Revolutions podcast, mostly the first season. Right, I've been, last couple days, after hearing on a podcast or on a stream, one of my favorite streamers, Dan Reichert, was talking about how little he knows about history. And specifically, it came up that, about Napoleon. And, Dan didn't know that he was an emperor, which, hey, it's not exactly the most obvious thing in the world that Napoleon crowned himself emperor. But then he started saying things like, oh, I didn't know they actually killed the king. They actually killed the king? That actually happened in history? And, it just made me want to say, look. I think you might really enjoy just listening to a very good storyteller tell the story of, like, say, the French Revolution. It's actually a really good story, with a lot of moving parts and bullshit that happens. There's a whole part where the King of France, he runs away. He tries to flee the country, but he gets caught because someone recognizes him because he's on the coin. Because he's on, like, the coinage of the state. Guy pulls out a coin out of his pocket and recognizes the king's nose, and he goes down to his knees, and the king says, "All right, you got me." There's some good shit that happens in history. Oh, but wait, how do you get the? But how do you get this over to there without losing your power-up? There's some good shit in history, and Mike Duncan's Revolutions is a fantastic show to listen to that goes over like several such periods. I'll say the first two, the European Revolution and the American Revolution, are sort of not the best. The first one because it's a more obscure one that isn't really as interesting. The revolutionaries don't know what they're doing, and it's sort of and it's sort of like an accidental revolution that is overturned like immediately. But it does kind of interconnect with everything else, so I would recommend most people listen to it. And the American Revolution is kind of just battles, kind of, for the most part. It's kind of mostly a war, with a little bit of politics at the very end. A little bit of revolutionary type stuff, but once the French Revolution's hit, oh man, that changes what a fucking revolution is from there on out. Everyone's trying to be the French Revolution, and it's really good. There's a lot of great seasons of that podcast, which ended, by the way. It's over. And I really enjoyed listening to it while it was, in existence. And I don't think I re-listened to it since it ended a year or two ago. I think I would enjoy just going through it. It's very easy to just binge. Each episode is like a half hour long. And there's kind of a lot of them, especially when you get down to like the French Revolution, which has like 50 episodes. You get down to the Russian Revolution that has like 100 of them. That's the last one they did. That's the last one he did. The Russian Revolution. But it's fascinating stuff. I highly recommend Revolutions, and I think I'll be listening to it like a lot. Also, it's very nice to have I think I figured something out here. It's very nice to have a podcast that I can just listen to and in the morning, right? Like before work. So when I'm like making breakfast, I don't have to say hustle to find like a video to watch, let's say, which is something I have been doing recently. Damn it. I was hoping that that would let me into the pipe. Your submitted course is a sequel to the one you gave me before. Excellent. I'm looking forward to that. What was yours again? I am not sure if I should be excited or scared. I'll say also a timeout counts for multiple lives. Soft lock. Also. Smart thinking. That's just the rule. That's just the rule. That's just how we do it. That's how it's been for the last years. For like, since very early in the stream's history, that's been how the lightning round works. Oh, there's another one. When I'm in the morning, right, I like to watch something as I'm, like, eating breakfast, getting dressed and all. And it's very hard, it turns out, to reliably find something on YouTube that's exactly the length of a getting dressed and having breakfast. So, just being able to put on a random podcast episode, that kind of works. We will call it a win if you get 1 coin. Yeah, I think that's the best we can hope for at present. We got 2 tries left, folks. I want to get 1 coin. Let me just drop this here. I switch it on off. Fine. I haven't been listening to that many podcasts recently, and I think re-listening to this is gonna motivate me to listen to a few more. I still do have a lot of Min-Max podcasts to catch up on. I have not caught on to that, but I have gotten to the Game of the Year debate, which is not exactly that far off from the present. Could be worse, could be farther behind, I guess. I feel like I want to follow that POW block down. That seems like a good puzzle. Ah, it spawned from... Did it spawn from that? Oh no, it just came out of there. Oh, crap! I totally thought that that would blow up my POW. Door at Link is shortcut. Right, for getting back up. we saw that earlier. Is there a way to, like, get under it and, like, nudge it to the side? I've seen power block things where you, like, get under it and, like, sort of bop it with your head, but don't actually make it blow up. Oh, wait, what if I did... No. Maybe if it wasn't, like... No, I don't think POWs can be nudged that way. Oh! Okay, it's possible. Okay. You're almost done, your Switch just died? Gotcha. Oh, with the level that you're building. Are you gonna build that, like, tonight? Oh, I was kind of expecting that to be a next time thing, but if you can get it done tonight, Junkrat, that'd be cool. I'd love to see it. I feel like we're probably barking up the wrong tree here, right? It's almost done? Cool, good, okay. That's nice. How about another card? I watched Veritaserum's blue LED video. Apparently this was trending the other day. I like Veritaserum. It was a really... I like Veritaserum well enough. And this was a very interesting video about the history... It's a new area. About the history of blue LEDs. Which turned out, apparently, were super hard to make. Took like 30 years before, like, from like the advent of the, from the distance between like when the red LED was invented, then the green, those were like in the 70s, whereas like the blue was like in the 90s, like 20 years later. Maybe more even. Maybe it was like the 60s, I forget when the red LED was invented, but it took so much research and development, solving so many problems, and it's a very interesting story, and it's very well told. And I had no idea that any of that was a thing, that LED technology was at all difficult before 1991 or whatever, whenever it was actually put together for the first time ever. But that is just how it was. They had to figure it out, and there were a lot of technical challenges. I don't understand this room. Oh, you think? I got a night. I think I gotta kill this guy. By turning the thing on. While he's overlapped with it. That's my guess. Can I switch these fast enough? Anyway, highly recommend that video. That's a really interesting piece of history. I had no idea about any of it. I don't think most people did. I'm probably part of the reason why it's doing so well. It's just a very interesting topic that no one knows anything about nowadays. Jack shit. One more card while we're in this level. I hope. I've been playing Marvel Snap. Turns out Supergiant is good. I said on the Tuesday stream that I wasn't sure about the Supergiant, the new card that was coming out this week. That's not the Season Pass one. You know, part of the Season Pass. But turns out she's good. What she does is she's a 4-cost card that makes it so that cards on the next turn don't reveal until the end of the game. And basically what that means is that she can only be played on the 4th turn if you want to have basically any effect at all. Other than like the fringe case of not making Atuma explode. Hello, Carlito. How you doing? But what I realized, what people have realized, is it turns out skipping turn 5 messes up a lot of strategies. I had mentioned the last time, like, okay, Leech, Sarah, those are 2 5-drops that don't work. Also add on Sandman, Annihilus, a bunch of others, actually. If you're doing like a Shuri deck, that can mess up your play lines. Though also it can enable them as well. Because you can do Taskmaster on 5 and then a big card on 6. And that works. It's also really interesting that because 5 comes after 6 when you do Supergiant, you can build your deck around combos that are otherwise not possible, like playing Blob on 6 and then a Taskmaster that reveals after that to copy the Blob's attack power. And you can do some other type stuff like, oh, I put down a null that gets power based on everything that's destroyed on turn 6, and then on turn 5 I have a Mystique that appears, that reveals and copies the null effect. It's pretty good. I'm probably doing this wrong, aren't I? This can't be it. Anyway, I'll say this is the deck I've been running with. It's not a good deck, I'll admit. It's a bad deck. It kind of relies on a lot of dumb combos like, oh, I want to do Blob into Absorbing Man, so I can do Blob twice. But that's kind of just as good as Blob into Taskmaster. It's not exactly the smartest deck in the world, but sometimes it works, and that is fun. I've gotten up to, that counts for the rest of our lives. I've gotten up to, because timeouts count for all of our lives. I've gotten up to rank 80, as of today, which is fun, is good. I'm trying to get back to Infinite. Hopefully, with a stronger, better-made version of this deck, I could probably make it. I just have to figure out, like, what's the actual strongest Supergiant combo, and how do I do it, and you know, just being able to mess up people's turn 5s is kind of almost enough. And getting use out of the Alioth to destroy anything that they play on turn 5 in a location. That's just damn cool. That's almost enough, but if it was also that and a good deck, I bet it would really clean up. Thank you for the level. We didn't do it. Let me get the next one up. I said that these were gonna move, but that level lasted a while, huh? Sorry, folks. What are you gonna do? Sometimes some levels be like that. The corner kid. In some cases make me ask, like, should we have a timer, like it's like a time mercy rule type thing where you know, after a certain point in the lightning round we put up a 5-minute timer or something. But we haven't made that rule yet, and I don't want to make it necessarily. Wait, do we run here? Proud Junkrat main, do we run here? Also, you're up, by the way. Let me check to see the description, if it says to run or not. Run to get the full song, and thanks for playing. What song should be next? Rig Jib. I got you. I got it. This is This sounds like Mario Kart. Good work. That's a solid music level. I think you did a good job on the song. I guess if you're doing like you know, full speed type deal, it makes it easier. I say easier. It makes it shorter as a result because you're going through it so fast. That's cool. And allows it to be a pretty fast clear. I'm gonna hit complete on that. That's a fast one compared to the last one, huh? More like that. Ratchet Toad, what do you got for us? Ratchet Toad, you are up. Ratchet Toad, please confirm. It was nice. I agree, Trebucket. Ah. Another card. Let me just confirm. Paying sticker price. You still don't do it, right? I heard from work, people were talking about cars, and they were saying that recently, dealers have been charging above sticker price and making people haggle down to sticker price. I just want to go on record and say that's bullshit. You never pay sticker price. Do not pay sticker price. Someone says, oh, you're going to pay sticker price. You leave. You go somewhere else. You don't get a new car. That is nonsense, and I do not believe for a second that any dealer does not have the wiggle room to go below sticker price. It's not like they get it from the manufacturer at sticker price. That's never it. They always have a few $1,000s at least of margin to sell through. You're done? Fantastic. Put it in, if you so please. They always have margin. Ratchet Toad, please, please speak up. So, they should be able to sell for a good, decent price. You should be at least able to get 1,000 or 2,000 off. You know, get a little bit less. A little bit less if you please. And you can get a lot less if you play it right. Maybe it depends, you know, maybe it's hard to gauge. Honestly, I don't know how. I guess I've always done a trade-in is also part of it. And depending on how they value the trade-in, you know, you're looking at a different price. Technically, that can make it so that, you know, oh yeah, you're paying less than sticker, right? But they're paying you less than it's worth to get the car, the trade-in. So it kind of evens out if they end up doing that. I don't see Ratchet Toad. Please confirm Ratchet Toad. But I think we're gonna start on this level. Gonna play it very nice and safe. It seems like a fair level. I like the rising and falling lava level thing it's got going. The Potobos are a threat. I'm wondering, like, yikes. Okay. Huh? Oh, well, that did an on-off, and that's going to be important.
Oh, no.
The on-off is the key. Okay, and we leave that question block unless we need it. Okay. Second try. It's the last one unless... Shit. Unless Ratchet Toad were to confirm in chat before we finish. And, you know, after, if I were to die, I would give Ratchet Toad a minute to speak up. I'm nice like that, you know? I hope we can hold on to this mushroom. Anyway! Okay.
Oh, no.
I do believe we can do that one, Ratchet Toad, but I'm gonna need confirmation if I'm to convert you to the regular lightning round. You're gonna have to speak up in the next minute or so, let's say. Next up would be Galactica, if you want to confirm now. That would be fine by me. I'm gonna do a quick card, give Ratchet-Toad some more time. Ratchet-Toad, please see. Ratchet-Toad, you are up. Very good. The code from Junkrat Main, the jig jib. Perfect. Jib jig. That's what it's called. Ratchet-Toad, if you want to confirm, now's the time. Here's another card. Future channel point ideas. Yeah, so I haven't had any new channel point things in a while, and part of that's, you know, to be fair, it's not a thing that YouTube can have access to because there's no equivalent of channel points there, and also a lot of the things that like automatically hook into channel points don't have any sort of integration with whatever you would use on YouTube. I guess you could use a bot that like keeps track of viewers and says like, hey, you have this many points if you put in like a command, which would be hokey, but it again wouldn't work with half the things that you could do. But if I were to do anything else, one thing I would like is I would love to have like ice Pikmin, which would be like Pikmin thrown at me, but after a while ago I put together a fun effect. Let me see if I have it on my thing. I have an effect. I can hit a button and go like, that's not how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look more blue. It got all screwed up. It's supposed to be like I'm supposed to go like this. This is more like Han Solo than Frozen. I'm sad to say. I haven't tried hitting that button in like 3 months, so I guess I screwed it up at some point. But anyway, I think it'd be fun if, for a channel point redemption, y'all could throw things at me, and then like I froze for like a second. You like Pikmin? I like Pikmin too. Pikmin 4, second best game of last year. Probably the best Pikmin they've ever done. Anyway, I think it'd be funny to have Ice Pikmin, which would be like a premium version of the Pikmin. It'd be more channel points, but also I would sort of play into it a different way. I would freeze in place. Another idea is some sort of like clip replay thing, where like, oh, for a certain amount of points, we'll play a random clip from my channel. I've seen other streamers with that sort of incentive, and I do want to do that, but also I want to make sure that I have clips from every stream going back to the present, pretty much. So I want to be on top of things. Currently, I'm really behind on clips. I'm like months and months behind, so if we did that or now, you would see clips from 2 months ago at the earliest, which I just don't think that cuts it. I don't think that cuts it. Other ideas? I did just put in one for the Zelda streams we're doing on Tuesday, where y'all can make me switch to motion controls for Skyward Sword, and I'll say y'all can redeem that now, and that'll affect the next stream on Tuesday if y'all want to get in there early. And you can do it either way. You'll switch me back and forth from 2 motion controls and vice versa. So that'd be fun. Ratchet Toad, hey, there you are. Perfect. We got 3 more tries then. How about that? I bought you exactly the right amount of time. What are other channel point rewards that'd be cool? Oh, you should show the Zelda one. Yeah, please, I'd love it. I used to have a bunch of channel point rewards where I would like switch games or something. And unfortunately, I do think I need to retire all of those, especially because having something that big and that disruptive that is exclusive to the Twitch side is a little iffy when I'm also trying to make the YouTube a comparable experience and a comparable viewing experience, you know, more or less. But if there was something faster where I could just do something for 2 seconds, I wouldn't mind something like that. I feel like whatever the solution is, it'd be best if there were channel point redemptions where it was a fun thing, it was like a minute or less, and wasn't too disruptive generally. Hell yeah, we'll do the Donkey Kong one first, that's correct. I mean, it's up to you, but this one is, this one's been built up the whole stream. Wow! You see that? Pro fucking moves there. I ducked. And it was like a good duck. Whoa! No! Oh, wow!
Oh no!
We got through the... We didn't get... Did we get a checkpoint? We did get a checkpoint. That refreshes our dudes. And we're at 4 now. Did you do my level? Asked. No, it's coming up. It's in 3. There was a really long one that we were stuck on for a while. I say stuck on. It's just that it took me a while to die the requisite number of times. You understand? Subworld is your favorite part because... there's not much because it's really hard. Oh, it's longer than the last one then. That's cool. If you fuck this up, these guys end up on the row where the thing is. And that's not good. Okay. Little scary, but fine. But fine. Now what? Now what? Oh, door. Perfect. I feel like we're almost done. We gotta be nearing the end here. Key. I understand sometimes the wait can be long. I'll say. It's you know, lightning around at the very least keeps it moving some of the time. A lot of the time. Apologies. I do believe... Checkpoint. I do believe in keeping things moving. Wherever possible. But, you know, it's whenever possible. If we do have rules for how we do things, we gotta follow them. That's another thing that I believe. Bowser, you should... Fuck you, dude. Whoa!
Oh no!
Asshole! You don't see that many Meowser fights. Oh my god, do I not get a... Okay, there's a power-up.
Oh no!
There's a power-up in the next... I think. I think that's a power-up. Jesus Christ, Meowser. Okay, very cool. That's just a mushroom. I'll take it. That lets me through. Okay. Progress. Progress. On off here. Up here? I think up here. I could kill that Meowser now, but I wonder if that would be... If that would fuck things up. Not yet, no. You could do this. Bowser has a key if you kill him with the on-off switch. It's cheese. Okay. I would consider that an intentional mechanic, but, you know, I guess we all have our own cheese. Well, okay, these ones would be alive even if you killed them, even if you killed the original. Okay. Ho 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 ho! What did I? You can do that? I ground pounded on the switch and Bowser lost his grip. Wow, that's cool. I had no idea about that. Did you know about that? Can you do that if there's not blocks? Can you only do that if it's a block situation? I wonder. That is probably a very rare interaction, making Meowser lose his grip. Mario went behind the grate! Okay. Another thing I don't think I've seen. That was very cool, Ratchet Toad. Yeah. That's a great level. I'm glad we got additional chances to proceed through it. Thank you, thank you. Galacta, you are up. Let me hit next to refresh our tries. Galacta, please confirm. I'm gonna do another card. Ideas for new emotes I haven't found the time to make yet. Yeah, so Galacta, please confirm. On the Twitch side, for subs, I have a whole bunch of lovely, lovely emotes that people can get access to by subscribing with money, you know, you understand. And, well, they added additional animated slots a few months ago to Twitch. We all have access to them as streamers. Every streamer does. And I haven't found time to, like, make some new emotes. Let me see. I have a list of, like, ideas. Smash DK Shrug. I think, like, a shrug emote would be pretty good. Like, you know, that seems like it could be pretty useful. If I could get it from, like, DK6 for, like, Smash Brothers, that'd be a fun one. The only problem is I already have multiple DK emotes already. Is there a different character shrugging that would make a good emote? I have to think about that. Dr. Mario shrugs, I think. I don't know if that's as good. I wrote Dr. Mario under Smash DK Shrug. I could also upgrade the existing ones, like, say, I have the brain down there. I could make, like, a slightly animated version of that and stick it into the Tier 1 emotes. The ones at the later, like, tiers are not frequently seen because, honestly, even on bigger streamers, no one does a Tier 2 or Tier 3 subscription. They're just free emotes that I can use if I want, basically. And if I can move, say, a Galaxy Brain type emote into the Tier 1, that'd be probably a good thing. That'd probably be a good thing for the lineup. Other than that, I'd like to try to think of what holes I can fill, you know, what holes are in the lineup. What things would I like that would allow me to convey something? I guess for me, it always comes down to I like to use my own emotes. One of the things that's great about being a streamer, on Twitch specifically, is that you get to have your own emotes, and they're all free to you. So those are just emotes I can use for free anywhere, and they're all great. So I should just think along the lines of, like, what emotes do I want that I don't have access to otherwise, you know, would have to use someone else's. What emotes would be indispensable for me? It's a tough thing, but maybe some sort of frustrated, angry thing. I had a good luck once, a good luck have fun, but I don't think it's quite good enough to come back. I want these to be, like, good ones. Here's what I'll say. I think I would like to have new emotes by the time of that Banjo Tooie stream in early March, March 3rd. So that gives me like 3 weeks to figure it out and to get together a new lineup. And I guess I'll look to premiere them then. Galacta! I don't see you, so I'm putting you into sudden death. We haven't done the super world yet, so let's do the super world, how about? We have 2 tries, let's do this. And like before, you can always speak up if you are here and want to say a thing. Alright, let's go. This'll be an easy one, hey. Okay. Some levels you get in and it's immediately clear like, oh yeah, sudden death, we'll be fine. Mostly. I've taken a few too many hits, but I think we'll clinch it, we'll hold out. We'll be fine. I like your like block placements and stuff placements has is like unique.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
I think it has a sort of, you don't see that many the way that, God, I feel like I'm overhyping it, but the way that you had blocks is different from a lot of other blocks that I've seen in other levels. Is that weird to say? Maybe it's weird to say. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss. We not dismiss, we completed the level, right? Of course, we completed the level, so we're on to the next one. 1. Squink! Squink is up. Squink, please confirm. Squink, you know what's up. Last card of the night. A quick peek behind the curtain on how cards happened. Yesterday on that collab, I was talking with Judo because he asked where the cards were. He was like, you know, I didn't have any cards last night because I had a guest. I wasn't gonna have a guest do cards that they weren't, you know, cards that might have nothing to do with them. But he asked, so I read out like the list of cards what I had written out at the time, which you might notice I have changed since then. If anyone is paying attention to what I read out last night. But basically, with cards, I make a big list in an app called Clear. And here's what it looks like. Clear has a feature that lets you screenshot the whole list, even if it's taller than your phone. But basically, I make a whole list, I color code them using the little emoticons there to what each color card will be. Pink, or the colors basically mean pink is a shout out, blue is follow up, cyan is stream business, yellow is like a rhetorical question, red is news, white is personal, yellow is rhetorical. I already said yellow. Green is upcoming, purple is like media I've been consuming, and gray is like an event card, basically. Is that all of them? There's also a special events one that I use for the awards show gimmick one. That was a one-off. Rainbow colored or Book of Life colored, whatever. But anyway, through the week, when I have a thought that I might want to talk about on stream, I jot it down there, I decide what card it is, and then oftentimes I'll look at the list and go like, is this you know, have enough coverage across the whole gamut? Do I have like a good amount of purple cards? I get a few yellow cards in there. Any news? Is there any news I can stick in? You know, I'm often trying to make sure that there's variety and it's not just purple card, purple card, purple card, purple card, purple card. And, you know, also grouping by sections, moving things around, whether they should be earlier in the list, later in the list. Sometimes, you know, if y'all were paying attention, you might notice that there's one card missing, the second card. of the stream that I did, that's because I just added that like an hour before the stream started. So I didn't actually put that into the app. I didn't actually list that out as such. But I just put that in and slipped it in. Once the list is ready for the stream, I pull up a bunch of templates that I have in paint.net, and I fill out the text, and I put them in order. Basically, in big, large groups that go something like, let me get you the full amount of lives. I'll not count that one, I was talking. I think I'm understanding. So this is Sandy Motion, Camel by Camel. I think about it. I think about what cards I want to do, and then I make them. And I sort of group them, like, in alphabetical order, is the order that they're revealed in. So I do them in groups like A1, A2, A3, and that's all the news. So if I need to add an additional piece of news, I can just add at the end, A4, without affecting any of the other cards in, like, B1, B2, B3. And I roughly group them by sections like that. And, you know, have, like, a last card at Z that is always at Z, no matter how many other cards there are. And eventually it ends up being a satisfying roster. And hopefully when I talk about stuff, people can like it. Thank you for the cue, RBI Now. Good name. Oh, I feel like we're gonna die. I know we're gonna die. Ride the brick. I figured that out, I'll say. But I wasn't able to execute on it, sadly. As always, you can always feel free to resubmit during the lightning round. It can be hectic. Good. I'm sure that's good music. I don't know the song. I've said before. Thank you for the follow, RBI Now, by the way. I've said before I don't listen to much recent music, so I don't think I could name a song from the last 10 years. Well, maybe from the last 10 years. I think I remember the songs that were on, like, the 1984 or something. Oh, it's from the 80s? Well, it's not like I'm an expert in music, other than in general, but recent music, especially not even this. I don't know the song. I'll say it. I believe you are next. Let's go ahead and dismiss. Thank you, Squink. Feel free to resubmit. You are up next, Chicken. That is correct. I'm remembering to say the name. I'll say this, by the way. After this next level, the queue will close. We will do last calls after this level. What last calls is it's a place where I play a couple of my own levels based on some theme that I make up on the spot, and is hopefully a bit of fun, and y'all get to see what kind of levels that I make. So that'll be that, and then we will close the queue. You're right. Where are you in the queue? Oh, you're pretty far. Next time, proud Junkrat main. It's 9 o'clock. I like to. I'd honestly like these streams to go a little bit shorter, maybe. Like maybe more like 3. They've been going around 4 recently, and that's fine. But I do have to stop and think. You know, we were talking about cards a second ago. One thing I do wonder is, like, what's the amount of cards that's right to bring? You know, if I have, like, 10 cards, is that good enough? Should I try to force it and get up to, like, 12 or 15? If I end up with 25, is that too many? Typically, right now, I'm trying to do, like, 15 at least. But maybe, honestly, I could just take it easy. And if I don't have 15 things that I want to say, maybe I don't need to add things like a discussion of bullshit and such like that. No, I'll say I do think the bullshit talk at the top was a really good thing, as was all the watch stuff, considering that I am all new on watch stuff. Yeah, sometimes it can be a weight boober. I'm sorry. I think you are second. You are 2 levels from getting in. There you go. You had an extra O there. First time. Currently, the way that I tend to do streams is I tend to, at least Mario Maker streams, is I tend to look at how many cards I have and leave the queue open until I'm out of things to talk about. At which point I say, okay, it's time to close up shop. It's time to wrap down. I think originally when I started doing Friday evening viewer levels on a regular basis, it was more like 2 to 3 hours on average. Now it's more like 3 to 4. Maybe could stand to cut it down a bit, but whatever, it's fun. Oh right, we're looking for coins. Jeez, I fucking forgot.
Oh, no.
Where's my hat? I fucking forgot the whole conceit. Yeah, I need to concentrate. My bad. Is it every coin? I hope it's not every coin. I forgot the clear condition. I'm sorry. Too busy talking about the length of a stream. I know, it's very... I talk about things that are meta, perhaps a bit too much. That is another thing I think about. How much I should be talking about myself and my business. And the stream, and the channel. Happy Friday? Hell yeah. Yes, it is Friday. I'm happy about that. Love a weekend. I got some stuff this weekend. I could talk about that. My sister is having her official baby shower tomorrow. It's sort of... It was scheduled ahead of time. I'll say something. Let me say something that I haven't said. But it's sort of a well-known thing, you know? And it's a thing that happened. I believe in, you know, privacy and all that for like, my family. But I have mentioned my sister was pregnant. And, you know, that sort of stuff. And I'll say, well, it's weird. That, it's unusual, and I will be, like, not revealing specifics in order for, like, privacy and stuff. Obviously. But, what's the best day of the week? Probably Saturday. I would say Saturday, yeah. That's easy. My sister has had the baby. The baby was prematurely born, which apparently is a fine thing in this today's age. Apparently babies can just do that, and they just live in the hospital for a while. I haven't met the baby. It's been a bit now. I'm not gonna say the specific date or anything, what it happened on, but I do have a nephew now. And the baby shower is like happening after the fact. That's, you know, whatever. None of us have met the baby. The baby's still in the hospital. Apparently it's like exclusive to just the mother and grandparents. GG. But I find all that interesting. I find all that interesting. You know, we'll see how that kid becomes like a actual human being eventually that I can meet and see, and it comes home. It seems to me that it's actually kind of convenient when you have a premature baby, because then the mother can go home and doesn't have to be pregnant anymore, which turns out to be really good for one's health, not being pregnant. And also you get a few months to prepare for, like, when the baby comes home, and you don't have to be, like, a active parent until, like, months later. It's like that episode of Futurama where Kif gives birth and says, like, oh, they'll crawl out of the sea. Kif's an alien. They'll crawl out of the sea in 20 years. I'll be ready then, is what Amy says. Amy says? Yes, Amy says. It's like that, except real. Thank you for the levels. It is time now to let me hit complete. And Carlito, you're up next, but we'll be doing last call. Last call for levels. Last call for levels, so anyone with any last levels to submit, do it now. We'll be closing the queue. We'll be closing the queue in a bit. What's a good theme for tonight? Good theme for tonight. Babies are small. Let's go with the shortest levels that I've ever done. The short length levels. Okay, there's only so many of them. Let's go. I have a couple of levels that are 20-second levels, like kind of a whole series of them. Why don't I play all those? That's sort of related to what I was just talking about. You know, certain nephew whose baby shower is tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. I'll show my sister my my new watch. Everyone will be impressed, I'm sure. Too bad it wasn't next week. I'd be able to show off the new laptop as well. No matter. I'm sure I'll show everyone in my family my cool-ass laptop pretty soon here. This is a whole genre of level that I've done a lot recently, or before. At various times. Basically, it's a clear condition level where it's 20 seconds long, and I try to make it interesting, but also completable in 20 seconds, but also, you know, with the objective being a big part of it. For these, my inspiration was not regular 20-second levels, though that is part of it, right? My main inspiration was actually more Donkey Kong Country bonus levels, except longer than they usually are. You know, for my super world especially, a lot of my world level 5s of each world are like basically takes on various minigame types. Like, this is bash the baddies right here. Kinda. You're bashing baddies by landing on these POW blocks, you see. And then it ends in a very cute manner by returning you to the screen you started at, but now you can kill those dry bones. With these, I found that it is a very good practice to run the player by the start pole, which is something a lot of the single player mode levels do. They've run the player past the pole to show them, like, okay, here's the thing. It also makes it clear from the start that it's a clear condition level, which I feel is something that's very easy to miss, you know? And there's a reason why a lot of the single player levels do this exact thing, showing you the ending, just to be like, hey, look, clear condition, clear condition. You see it? And this one, it's find the token. You gotta find the token, basically. I know it's kind of silly, this could just easily be a linear level with how it works, but I want to find the token. Also, I thought it would be fun to do gameplay built around just standing on stuff and letting it drop while avoiding projectiles all the while.
Yeah, Mario time.
This one maybe is my least favorite of the set, for what it's worth, of like the 20-second set, but it's still really good and people like it. It has nearly 200 likes. After all, people really like it. This one is probably the best. This one's probably the best of the 20-second set. Fear Forge 5, To and Fro Factory. This is a green banana bonus boss rush. A 20-second green banana bonus boss rush. What does that mean? There's a boss. You jump on him, he dies. You get like this coin. Same thing. Repeat, going back and forth until you have beaten a whole bunch of them. And then you go out the exit. One more coin, and there you go. Pretty fucking cool. I had the idea to do a DKC3 style green banana bonus, and a lot of things came together for that, and also some systems, you know, some mechanisms. I think that one's the best of the set. I'll say Pirates Peak 5 is a longer level, but each of the 3 bosses can be completed in 20 seconds. So it kind of it's kind of to the spirit of it. The last 2 of the 5 are Coastal Cup 5, which is Sunshine Scramble of the short length levels. Coastal Cup. Am I still doing viewer levels? I am. Yes. I am. I'm doing last call for levels. I'm giving people a chance to get levels in while I show off some of my own. That one was don't touch the ground, and it was pretty self-explanatory. Just, you know, 2 fun power-ups. Can I do a few of your levels? You'll do one. I'm you know, hey. I'm sorry, that's just how it happened. I think that's it, right? I think those are all the short length levels I've done. Oh, right, I've done one more. I've done, where is it? It's down here. One last short length level, Stygian Swim. This one is a don't get damaged level, though it's kind of more of a... This one is probably like the better version of the find the token one, where you see there's some guys in front of the exit, so you can't go down there without say some sort of something. We'll obey last call rules. You'll see, like, you could not go down there. So you end up having to swim up and threading the needle. And if you lose your toad, it losses. The frog suit is really good. Yeah, it makes water levels a lot more bearable. Let's try going right. Oh yeah, that was easier. I don't know why I always go left in this level then. Here you get the star. The star lets you be invincible. And then you can swim downwards. You get another star and you can sort of see where this is going. With the star, you can get through these guys and finish the level. Cool. That is, last call. That is all the short length levels I've done. 20-second levels. Only done a small number of them on the grand scheme of things, but each of them was a different take on it, and I'm proud of each of every one of them. I think on the 20-second note, I think each part of Koopaverse, like each leg of it, might be also built in a way where it can be done in 20 seconds, but I'm not sure about that. I forget if that's how that was done. I can't remember if that was the case as well. Might have been. Hey, Blockhead. Hey, Blockhead, if you're not in queue right now, and you're not, Blockhead, you have like a second to get in queue. We're in last call for levels. What's the worst, Mario Maker levels? Underwater Lights or Dark Ghost House? You can figure out. I do believe that any type of level, you can figure out how to make a good one. The only exception that I have not tried to do, the only one that I have not personally tried to do is, the only one that I personally have not tried to do is a car level. I think car levels are the worst ones. I just don't see any way where I can make that good level from the car, where you have to drive it. Maybe one day I'll make a clear condition level where you have to do the car, but I just haven't seen a single case where anyone's brought anything new, anything that really makes that exciting. You're booting it up? Okay, good. I'll buy you a little more time. I haven't seen any case where anyone really makes that exciting, makes that new. Clown Car is different. Clown Car is good. There are good clown car levels. I've made good clown car levels, but you know, in that span of levels that you just saw, the only way I was able to make a car be in my super world was I ended up using them as enemies you can't interact with. You can't actually kill because it's a clear condition level. You can't touch the ground, and well, cars are on the ground. See, like, look, this is a clear condition level. You can't touch the ground. The cars, you just fly under them. The whole idea of this world is it's like a racetrack world. So I had to have cars in there somewhere, but it was, I think, a good idea to make them non-interactable. Also, you can see there's like checkerboards. It's like a racetrack, checkerboards, you know. You got it. I definitely think car levels is the most irredeemable. And I would love to try to make a car level for real. And maybe it is perhaps one of my regrets that I didn't make that happen. But yeah. Okay, hey, you got the level in. Perfect. I am hereby ending last call for levels. The queue is closed. It is time to finish off the levels that are in our queue, as is. I would let a new viewer in, I'll say. I tend to do that when I see new viewers. Carlito has been chatting, has been saying things, is good for it. Perfect. Don't have to worry about that. You get the full contingent of lives. Wonderful. Boober, you are, believe, after this. You're next. Feel like you've been waiting for a while, but I guess we just had a lot of levels in queue tonight. It's a good problem to have, you know. A lot of people a lot of people trying to get in. A lot of people trying to I hit the wrong button. Trying to get their level played, and a lot of levels that were long and good and fun. But there is only so many levels we can play in a night, and I would say, generally, trying to do under 4 hours. Honestly, maybe next time I'll bring only enough cards that it will be like only enough cards where it'll be a shorter stream. What am I kidding? Next week, it'll be the day where I get my laptop. I'll have had a new laptop for a day. I'm definitely going to talk forever about that. You know me. I'm going to show it off. It's going to be a whole thing. What's the best game style? No 3D world? Probably World. Probably World. I would say World of the original 4. 3D World does have its advantages. And it's like trade-offs. But you can do a lot more in the other styles, it's true. There's an argument to be made for 3. Hey, my Mario may eat you. Oh, you know what? I'll let you in, my Mario may eat you. Tell you what, you were just like 2 minutes. You were just like 2 minutes behind. Go ahead. Go ahead, get it in there, get it in there. You're like a minute late, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. There we go. Okay, close the queue. No problem. Thank you for the follow. My Mario may eat you. You weren't following? You've been here for like 3 or 4 or 5 streams. You've been here for a bit. No matter, you know, hey, I'm not demanding anyone follow or subscribe on YouTube, but I do appreciate every one of them. And I appreciate y'all. We're coming up on 600 as far as Twitch followers go. We're coming up on 100 as far as YouTube subscribers go. Those are both the same, followers and subscribers. They're the free ones on either service. So that's cool. Some nice milestones in the near future. Like I said, the next big stream is going to be a Dewey stream. I'm not going to do any like big such and such for 100 or 600, but you know, I will say it's very cool, and I appreciate y'all, and I hope the numbers continue to get higher. I like numbers that are high. Good level, Carlito. Can't believe how underrated this channel is. Like I said at top, I'm planning on trying to do some shorts. I got a lot of clips on Twitch that are very funny, and I bet if I turn them into, I think it's finally time to bite the bullet and turn them into shorts or TikToks, probably both, and see if that gets me some more traction. Imagine if that just skyrockets me. That would be, I'd feel silly for being like an old man about it for a year or two. I will feel silly. It just popped into your recommendations. Well, I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to have you, Blockhead Games. And I appreciate everyone who finds me no matter how they do. Anyway, thank you for the level. I'm hitting complete. And yeah. I appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the kind words. You know, the algorithm, it's a mystery how it works. Wasn't so long ago that there was a Mario Maker VOD that I had, that hit like 6,000. How did that happen? I don't know. It hasn't happened since. And the ones after that got a lot of views, but they've really tapered off as of late. Feel like maybe the live streams get a lot more attention now than the VODs, because, you know, I'm live streaming on Twitch. Or on YouTube as well now, so I guess a lot of the YouTube folks, why watch the VOD when you can watch the live stream? Makes sense. I am still going to do the thing that I think is right, which is to unlist the blockheads. You are up, you are next, perfect, you are here. I'm gonna do the thing I think is right, which is to unlist the live stream version and to put out a VOD that is edited and recorded in a higher quality locally. But I can't help but wonder, like, if I just left the live version up, would it, like, get the momentum of the live stream and go up to higher numbers? And I appreciate, you know, I see all the likes. People leave likes on the YouTube live stream, and though they do get unlisted, I can't see them, and I can't feel good about them, so I appreciate every one of them, I'll say. You know, when I see 3 likes, I say, on a VOD, on a live stream, I go, God damn, that's nice. I like that. That makes me feel validated, you know? It's good to feel validated. What's going on here? More content, more attention. Yeah, here's hoping. I kind of have high hopes for, like, when I do all of, I have plans, you know, I'm doing all of, I'm gonna do all of, Mario Odyssey. That was not the way to do it. I'm gonna do 100% of Mario Odyssey after I finish Skyward Sword and also, StarCraft 2, the last campaign of that. I'm gonna do 100% Mario Odyssey, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be a fun time. I have not 100%ed Odyssey since that game came out, and it is, like, literally my favorite game of all time. Tied with DKC 2. So, maybe people would like to watch a 100% stream, or stream series of that. Maybe that'd be a winner. I don't know, I don't think I've seen that many people doing 100% of Odyssey. But I guess I don't necessarily look for what other people are doing, other than the people I know. People who I'm familiar with. Probably a lot of people do 100% Odyssey. There's also speedruns of Odyssey. Can you count the 3D? Do you count the 3D World Mario Maker 3D or 2D? 3D World? It's 2D. It's a 2D. It is 2D insofar as it's a... Look, it's a side-scroller. I guess you could say that there can be 3D side-scrollers, but I would think that would have to refer to something like a Kirby 64, where you're going into the screen. You know, you're sort of doing perspective bending stuff. Typically, we call that 2.5D. And this isn't even 2.5. This is like 2.25 max. So, yeah, I would say that it's not. I would say that it's 2D strictly. 2.5 would mean some sort of interaction with the 3D plane, I believe. Like Kirby 64. And mostly just Kirby 64. Kirby 64 is kind of not what things became. Oh, I think that's also, there's that one game, Klonoa. Isn't Klonoa also 2.5D in the same way as Kirby 64? I think that's the case. I've never played Klonoa. You know, I wasn't a PlayStation person as a kid. So I didn't have, the means to play that. What?
Oh no!
I'm confused there. Can't kill this guy, right? Klonoa's 2.5D, really solid. Fantasy Reverie is a good way to play the first two games. Yeah, they were like re-released, right? Now you need to take the big spike ball to the front of the room. Oh. Oh, wow, that's an interesting challenge. Bad luck there. It's a bit hard to get going, but okay. Probably doable, probably doable. Maybe I should check out Klonoa. You know, one thing I haven't done on my channel that much, or maybe ever, all the playthroughs I've done have been replays, you know? Games I've played before and I know that I love. But maybe I should do the other thing more, where I play a game where I don't know it, and I'm just playing it for the first time. Maybe that would be... We need to hit this as soon as it's like... Yeah. Dang it. Maybe I should play more games that I haven't played before. One I was thinking about for a while was the Sly games. The problem is they're not really available anywhere. Another one I have offered a couple times as part of like a very silly series idea has been like the Metal Gear Solid games. I've seen playthroughs of those games, but I've never played them myself. And I think it might be fun to do like a full series where I play them in random order. The idea is that every stream I would spin a roulette wheel, and whatever game it landed on, I would play that one. So, you know, if it was Metal Gear Solid 3, I would play that one for a stream. And then if it was 2 the next stream, that would just be the next stream. And that'd be a whole very long series. That'd be like... What did it do? Oh, I see. That would be a whole very long series. It would be a lot of effort to go through, but I think that'd be fun. Klonoa probably should be on my list, considering I just never played it, and it's a cool platformer, right? Emulation? Yeah! I like to be right with the... I like to do things properly when I can, and, you know, if it's not clear that I could do it properly, I don't like things to be below boards, if possible. And if they are below boards, I would at least like plausible deniability. You know? I would at least like to be able to say, like, oh yeah, I could have done it. Oh yeah, this could be real hardware, as far as y'all know. That'd be probably a fun way to do, like, there's that whole, I want to do Tony Hawk's Project 8 at some point. I'd like to get a Xbox 360 or something. Because I have, I have the game, but it doesn't play. It's not backwards compatible anymore. Yeah, I figured that out. It's not backwards compatible anymore, so I don't quite know what to do yet. But if I just emulated it, and it'd probably be fine, honestly. I guess the thing about, like, 360 emulation that's held me off for a bit is my PC was not the best for a while. Now I have a new PC, though, so maybe it can handle Xbox 360 emulation. And maybe I can play the games that are no longer backwards compatible, like Tony Hawk's Project 8 and Blur. And also I could do something where I, like, imagine if we could mod those games so that they don't have the copyrighted music in them. Like, then I could actually play them on stream. Because let's face it, yeah, Tony Hawk, yeah, you'd run into all sorts of flame issues playing those games. Hello, board? Fuck. I don't want to say, you know, to each their own as far as emulation goes. I don't mind emulating games. I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna do it, I want to at least have plausible deniability. You know, I want to be able to say, like, yeah, well, you can't do it any other way, and also, I own the game. Or I could own the game. People probably know that I don't own PlayStation games if I never owned a PlayStation. That's just obvious. Like, there's no getting around the fact that I do not own those games. Hey, fortunately, they put out Metal Gear on modern systems now, so I can totally do Metal Gear. Maybe I'll do Delta when Delta comes out, rather than the Metal Gear Screwjob idea. I do think 3 is like the best of the games as far as the writing goes, in my opinion. Having watched a Let's Play of them to completion. Right, that's true. If they don't sell it, you're right. That totally is a gray area if they literally don't sell it. And you're right. Like the Sly games, you literally cannot get. The Klonoa games are pretty short. Maybe we'll do that as a future playthrough. I can't respawn that hammer, can I? Damn it. Make an enemy spring turn into a normal spring, if you could. Have fun with. Kudos for the replies. No problem, dude. I like to talk. Believe me, you give me something to talk about, I will talk about it. The bread and butter of a stream is being able to talk about things. And I'll say, by the way, I was talking about the cards earlier and the card system. Part of the impetus for the card system was to keep the conversation moving and to always have something to talk about, and also to take away moments where, like, okay, no one's saying anything in chat. Let me think of something. Take away moments where I have to go like, okay, well, I've been thinking about buying Infinite Wealth. That is true, by the way. I am thinking about buying Infinite Wealth. I might buy it this weekend. But the emphasis on the word might there. Basically, the card thing makes it so that there's less time of me going like, chat's dead. What do I do? That said, I kind of use it mostly now on the streams where the chat isn't dead, so it kind of worked out as to be a good way of just remembering things I want to talk about, you know? It also just works as a way to just also structure a stream and to be like, okay, here's the Apple Watch talk. It's good. It says that I'm loud. I got new bands. New watch bands. I just got Apple Watch, by the way. To recap, brand new Apple Watch. Got it on Sunday last weekend. You know, oh, here's the games I've been playing section. Here's the section where I do the news. here's some bullshit, just sort of breaking things up between another big section of interconnected cards. Here's like a couple of grab bags right at the end, just to have something fun. You know, a lot of it is like programming, or like putting together... Honestly, it's not that different, I bet, from putting together a bill of show for like a podcast, right? Or like podcast notes. Like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna talk about that, we're gonna talk about this. Except that I show it, and have it be a whole cool thing that I think people like. How does the watch make your life easier? It's hard to say so far. I'll say the most useful it's been, I think, is when I was walking out the door the other day, and I was walking out the door there, and I just looked at my watch and saw what temperature it is. That was really good. Previously, I would have had to open a whole actual app. Part of that is my fault for not, you know, doing widgets on the iPhone. I don't do widgets on my iPhone. Maybe if I did widgets on the iPhone, this would feel less novel, but it feels pretty novel to have that information at a glance. Jeez, there's so many bosses here. What the hell? Your levels are good. My Mario may eat you. I am very complimentary. I compliment your levels. There you go. Since you made this in 2020, there had to be a Meowser, Boom Boom, and Pom Pom fight. You did not think about fairness? I mean, you're doing... This is actually really fair. This is a fair fight. You're giving me power-ups. That is just a very nice thing and makes this manageable. In fact, very, very extremely doable. I'll say, by the way, having worn this watch band the whole stream, I thought at first it was a little bit tight, but this is exactly, I think, the right level of tightness. I think this is the watch band I'm using for, like, most things now. This leather one. I said what the name of it was earlier. It is a little spammy. You are correct. It is very spammy. Wait, what happens if we... Oh, no, that doesn't open. What did I say it was called? That was this watch band that I like. Sabrina, we are closed for business. We're done for tonight. The queue is closed. Please come back another time. Barton was the watch. The queue is closed. We're finishing off the levels that are in queue. Yep, we can kill the spring. Yes, that's right. This is not a dead end. Great level. Great level, dude. Ooh.
Meow.
Meow, indeed. How loud was that? Let me see. Meow. That was 103 decibels. Meow. 97 decibels. Apparently, my meow is a threat to ear health. So says my watch. So says my watch. Yeah, totally. 90s, 80s. I guess decibel ratings are like heat. You want something in the 70s, you know? You don't want something in the 80s that's a bit too loud, a bit too hot. 90s, oh, that's scorching. 100, forget about it. You're on fire. That's I guess how audio levels work. If I'm reading this phone correctly. 120, oh, you're dead if it's 120. Ah! If I shout like that, it's like 110. That is sweltering. It's like Fahrenheit. Decibels are like Fahrenheit. Oh, it said loud environment notification. My watch just vibrated because I yelled. Loud environment notification. I need to get out of here. It's too loud in here. Did I hit complete? Here we go. Level completed. I need to get the fuck out of here. It's too loud. It's too loud. Are you gonna complain about that? Let me get that level squared away. 1. Boober, you are finally up. Boober, go ahead and confirm. You've been patiently waiting for so long. Hey, Judo. I'm just... No technical difficulties, yeah. How you doing? Shout out to Judo. I had him on stream yesterday. Very fun stream. Boober is next. Go ahead and confirm, Boober. My phone just vibrated, Judo. It just told me that I was shouting too loud. That I was in a loud environment that could be dangerous to my ears. That's what but it literally vibrated. It said, hey, warning, get out of there. Good night, Blockhead Games. Thanks for hanging out and doing the thing. I have a limiter on the filter on the OBS, so I think if I talk too loud, it like throttles it back down to something reasonable. So, you know, maybe that's part of why y'all don't hear it as if it's loud as hell. But I'm loud as hell. I take pride in that. I'm President Mike here. You know, from My Hero Academia. Same power, apparently. Apparently, if I had a superpower, it'd be like it'd be like, you know, blowing up everyone's ears. As President Mike do. I don't think that's the coolest power. He tends to just use it to like deafen a bunch of people at once. I can't think of a case where he used it to like alert people to danger. You know, that'd be like a logical application of being able to talk loud, of like, everyone leave, it's an emergency, something like that. But mostly he just goes like, oh yeah, and does the radio. Which is cool, we love him. You're next? Hell yeah. First try on that one, hell yeah, thank you, Boober. Very good. That could have been a hard one, but we clinched it. There's 3 more levels left tonight. I think Boober says it's just him on the YouTube side. Quite possibly, quite possibly. Junkrat made it is on the Twitch side. Is ready for it. Is chatting. Fantastic. Oh yeah, right. This is the level that we've been building up this whole stream. The jib jab. Jib jig jib. Jib jig. That's it. It's hard to alliteration. It's a good alliteration, but it's a little bit of a mouthful. It's the song from DKZ2's rigging levels. Jib jig beta. Let's see. Let's listen. It goes kind of like that. Oh, is it the walk? I'm sorry. I didn't notice it was walk. I thought it was really fast. First note, you need to put like an extra drum beat in there. It's more like duh 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 like that. But this part sounds real good though. That's pretty accurate. That's Yeah, you did a good job for a beta. That's pretty neat, Junkrat. Good work. Do the 3 beat thing, and if you do that, I think you pretty much got it. I bet some of the notes could be a little clearer, like some of the melodies could be a little clearer, but You really got the gist of it in the length of a stream, and I'm pretty impressed by that. I don't know how long it takes to make a music level. Certainly it would take me pretty much forever to make something like that. I don't know where I'd begin. I have no sense for music. For like pitch and tone and stuff. RBL, you are up. Thank you, RBL. Let me go ahead and hit next. RBL now, you are next. Ooh, how long has the stream gone? I can check my watch. Oh, I should start a timer at the start of a stream so I can look down and see exactly how long it's been. It's been like 4 hours. Wow, you got try in the code. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool, like, combination of letters to have in a code. It's a word that we all know. Wait. Type it wrong. Oh, 6, not 5. They should make it so there's no S's. Or no 5s. One or the other. It's hard to read those. RBL now. I don't see RBL now. RBL now, please confirm. We don't have that much to talk about, so I can't really stall for you. But I will take a drink, and then I'll play the level in sudden death if I have to. Alright, let's go. Sudden death. Here we go. Speak up now if you want all the tries. You know the deal. If you're here, you get the full lightning round. If you're not, sudden death. And we're really late in. It's time to start. What? Okay.
Oh, no.
I think I saw what I need to do. This is not so hard. I should be able to. Okay. I gotta throw this good. Okay, what's that? It's a Koopa.
Oh, no.
Ah. RBL now, you have a chance to speak up. And I'll get 3 more tries on that. Honestly, it doesn't seem... Oh, it's 6 minutes. The clear... Something there about it. The world record is 6 minutes long. I think it's more of a... There's 1 CP. Okay, so... The clear check time is 44 seconds. So it's 2 20-second sequences. But, even with the full lives, it would be difficult. But, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're gonna get them. Let's go ahead and get the next person. My Mario, please confirm. My Mario, please confirm. The way that it works, White Tiger, is that if someone's here when the level comes up, I give them 5 tries, refreshing at checkpoints. If they're not, only 2, sudden death. But it's over now. This one's over, and I don't think they're here. So it's time to move on to My Mario May Eat You, last level of tonight. Let me refresh the lives and hit next. My Mario, you are up. Go ahead and confirm, I believe, on the Twitch side. Thank you for the encouragement, White Tiger. I appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all. And, yeah. Yeah, this was a stream. I'm pretty sure I know the name of the stream, which is nice. It's nice to go out of a stream knowing the name. It's gonna be related to my watch, thinking I'm loud. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. You saw One Last Life? Gotcha. Yeah. Seen past streams, but thank you for the refresher for others that may not know. Yes, I'm always about that. I like to say it often. You know, just for the benefit of folks who don't know. I will say, let me do a quick shout out to the VODs. Plenty of good VODs looking back. Oh, you can watch me play through Skyward Sword, most of it. Plenty of good stuff in the last Skyward Sword stream. There's plenty of stuff in the last Mario Maker stream. Did you like this Mario Maker stream? There was one last week that was just as good. Just nearly as good. Maybe it wasn't quite as good. Tonight was a really good one. But last week was also very good. So, you know, you can always watch that one. There was the one the week before. There was, I checked out Golden Sun a few weeks ago. What did I do last week? Last Saturday. Oh yeah, I played through the Celeste 64. That's a good VOD. There's lots of good VODs people can check out. I don't see My Mario May Eat You, so that's enough plugging. Let's choose a level. Oh, this one's... You are now a Spike Ball. This one's good. This one's doable. Let's do it. We don't need confirmation to finish this one, I think. Missed last week's, gonna go back and watch? Hell yeah! You will bring the view count up to a number that's... You will bring the view... I appreciate your view. I appreciate all the views. I'll say I feel like the VODs need some love. I know that everyone feels that way about their VODs, but, you know, I would like them to have numbers on them, you know? That's part of why I'm gonna try to do some short stuff and try to get some, you know, some traction going. The streams have been going great. Lots of attendance for the Mario Maker streams, and hell, there's even people hanging out for other streams, you know, chatting, often enough. This is a fun level, by the way. Pretty much a classic. I jump, the spike ball jumps, but you can't go wrong with that. Check them out, they're good too. I guess I should also do other things to help. Now, there's probably a million things that I could be doing to help out those VODs. I post them on the Discord. I post those VODs on the Discord. I see what we do here. Nice little puzzle. I post those VODs on the Discord. If you want to see when VODs go live, they always get posted to the Discord. There's a notification you can opt into to see notifications for those YouTube VODs. And you know, they're nice versions of the stream. They have like timestamps on them, so you know where the parts are that you like. If you like to just see the lightning round, well, you can do that. If you're just interested in the dungeons of Skyward Sword, that's an option. You can absolutely do that. I have timestamped all that shit exquisitely. Where's the Discord? Exclamation point Discord in the chat. They are, the link is in, I believe, the YouTube VODs, but it's not in the stream VODs. I should probably have a standard description for the live streams as well that includes that information. You're right, White Tiger. That's a good idea. For people on the Twitch, scroll down and there's a whole section that has a bunch of links in it. Or you can also do exclamation mark Discord. Lovely. It's not the most active Discord in the world, but you want to get alerts, opt-in alerts for when streams are, or see when VODs go up, or I post every clip that I make there on the Twitch. Maybe I'll also post the, like, short form videos and stuff. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate the advocacy, White Tiger. Hell yeah, dude. Okay! That was the last one. Thank you for the level. My Mario May Eat You. I'm putting that as complete. One. Okay. That's gonna do it for tonight. Let me take down all the stuff. Folks. That's gonna do it tonight. I'm pulling up the schedule. It's over there. Last couple weeks I've had extensive plans. I've done 3 streams a week just because I had ideas for them, but I will say for now, I'm looking to just do 2 a week. Did it say it's expired? Let me get you one. Let me check that. Check go to the links. Go to the Twitch. Thanks for the stream, Trebucket says. You're welcome. I'll DM you it, okay? I'll absolutely get you one in a minute. But first, let me do the thing. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. Thank you for telling me that it says it's expired. I think if you look at my YouTube bio, there's a link in there. There's a link in there to the Discord. You can also find it there. Let me know if that works. I will be back Tuesday for my next stream. That will be the next stream. I will be doing no more this weekend. Like I said, got plans tomorrow. And even then, I kind of want to take it easy for a bit since, you know, just a month into my new job and balancing work and 3 streams a week. For now, I'm thinking let's just take it easy. Also gives me time to catch up on clipping and find time for other things in my life. But 2 streams a week for sure. The next one will be Skyward Sword. I got to the 6th area of that game. The 6th dungeon is next. So, you know, I'll be going through like the stealth volcano section and then going into the volcano dungeon. I forget what the theme is of that dungeon, but it's the next one and it should be pretty good. And after that will be Friday viewer levels. It did work? Fantastic. Okay, good. I'll fix the one that Nightbot has. I will viewer levels will be on 6 p.m. Central Friday evening. That will not change. Next time I'll have a new laptop, which I will show off at that point. I'll probably want to do a test stream on that new laptop the week after next. Probably expect that. Beginning of March, there'll be a Banjo-Tooie stream. All of Banjo-Tooie, March 3rd. Look forward to that. I should probably put that on the schedule as well, on that whole thing. Just for record. I'll be back on Tuesday. Let me see about who to raid on Twitch. Let me see. Dup. Who is streaming? A lot of people are streaming. It's a Friday night. Let's go with who should we go with? I am thinking Grumpy Jake, sure, why not? I think that might have been a friend of Bowser's or something. I can't remember how I know everyone on Twitch. Twitch viewers, go over there, give them my best. He's playing something Mario related. That's fine. I'm gonna open the stream myself. Mario Brothers 3. Hey, that came up earlier. I will see y'all on Tuesday. The VOD for yesterday's stream should be going up sometime tonight. I just have to do the thumbnail and the timestamps. I'll do that then. And I'll probably also get this stream ready for posting tomorrow sometime early on. So you'll see all of that pretty soon on the YouTube side. A little bit of a delay because there were technical issues and I had to edit stuff, but not too much of one. I'll see you Tuesday for Skyward Sword HD, the 6th dungeon and the second visit to Volcano Zone. Bye! Let me send the raid. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central, Skyward Sword. Bye, folks!